But let's talk about last week's episode. The Ciphers, you guys, the party, are on your way to AuroraZero. You were on your way to AuroraZero on the starship Tangent. Brax explained that Saffron's Edge may have been hiding its people in some kind of virtual world, which somewhat explains why Saffron's Edge was so adamant about teaching a history where interstellar travel somehow managed to cease to exist 1,000 years ago. A different team of Ciphers attacked the Tangent, ripping a massive hole in the top of the ship, grabbing Fiona with the massive claw, and attempted to throw her out into space. The attacking ship also consequently used its other giant claw to grab the Tangent to keep it from escaping. After dispatching the Cipher team, Ten and Booker slid down the attacking ship and realized that it was like a giant space crab with a castle on its back. Nox forced Brax, who was keeping the Tangent flying, to scuttle the ship and brought him and Fiona onto the crab with Ten and Booker. The Ciphers figured out that Dithy was captured by the attackers and was being held in the castle on the crab. And they went in and met the AI Trenton, who took the form of a carny worker he had a massive hall of mirrors that he was trying to get them to go through. A couple well-timed rolls, and that's what I'll say. It was a couple good rolls, destroyed a whole narrative experience. A couple good rolls led the party through the hall into a surgical observation deck, where they saw Dithy on the operating table, under two robotic arms. They burst through the window and the robotic arms started to attack. They managed to take out one, and as soon as they did, a massive slug burst out of the ground. The robotic arms and the operating table had been part of its head. The castle and the crab melted away and a fight ensued. The party got rid of the crab and all of the organic material melted away, leaving only a small starship in its wake. As it disappeared, Nox, Booker, and Ten heard a computerized voice say, "Possible outcome added. Possible outcome total increases from 1 to 2. This is AuroraZero."
Answered the call a millennia ago. The freedom we fought for is once again at stake. If you are still out there, meet at AuroraZero. The revolution needs your help.
Why, yes, Bluey. Chat did indeed roll double ones to get them out of that. Lady Bedivere, thank you for the gifted sub to Bluey. Thank you. Yes, that was incredibly unfortunate. It will forever be remembered in the clip reel.
Immortalized forever.
Yep. So 4 days have passed on what you have learned is named the Starship Kingfisher. A quaint vessel with a nice crew quarters, a meal room, a bridge, and a kind of comically large empty cargo hold, which is where you kind of assumed that that's where the Hall of Mirrors was. Now, even though that the whole configuration of the ship has been totally reconfigured when it, turned into the Kingfisher from being a crab, as things do in this world. Let's see. What's morale like? Oh, we have a tie. Interesting. I like this. Okay. Morale is both high and hostile.
just do both. We're gonna make it. Fuck you guys. We're super.
Yeah, no, that sounds actually pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of the world. Punch me as hard as you can.
No more punching. No more punching your friends.
right.
Bob, they
Where's the
are
razor vodka?
still in their quote cipher forms. They have not reverted. And so kind of four days has passed. Morale is, you guys are, I think Dithy is like super positive that she's back. She's with you guys, really psyched to get back to work. But Brax is just like, doesn't want anything to do with you guys. I think he's really mad at you, Nox, because you basically ripped him away from the tangent while he was keeping it safe and forced him to come with you.
Really noted.
And I think that he's just been like staying in his crew quarters, only comes out for meals, super introverted, doesn't want to talk to anybody. Why don't we go around and why don't you guys like say like how your character would kind of be passing the time in this situation here. Start with Fiona and go around.
I think Fiona's doing a combo of things. I think she's trying to like explore the ship and find out anything she can about like, are we still in the Director? Were we never in the Director? What is our real form? She has an incredibly vested interest in this. And when she's not doing that, she has literally set up like a makeshift gym in the corner of the hilariously empty crew hold. Like she's built her own like American Ninja Warrior obstacle course out of random bullshit she has found, and she is just doing the paces constantly. This is all the shit she lived for in high school, and she is like back in it doing insane, pole vaulting and running laps and just all the stuff that she can't do in her, what she thought of as her, real life form anymore.
How exactly is Fiona looking for this information about whether or not your cipher forms are real, and or if what's happening? Are you still in the Director? I'm trying to figure out. Basically, we're asking, what do you want to roll for that?
I mean, her first tactic would be to try to talk to Brax, because he seems to clearly know some shit that he's not telling us. But if he won't talk to her, then she's going to try to, like, I don't know, get into computers and look for data about places other than Saffron's Edge, look for information about AuroraZero.
Why don't you roll a persuasion? And we'll see what Brax will tell you. Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please? First roll of the night. Let's go. Keep it fire.
Great. My charisma's shit, but my persuasion's real high, thanks to my god. But not high enough.
Thanks, God.
What did you roll?
Not that. 10.
Okay.
Boy.
You kind of like you try and talk to Brax about, hey, like, what would be the specific question that you would ask Brax in this situation?
Probably just, all right, you tell us that we're going to AuroraZero. What does that mean? Where is AuroraZero? What, as far as we know, that was destroyed thousands of years ago. Saffron's Edge is all we've known. So if that's not real, what is?
And he, I think this was kind of in the mess hall. He like grabs his porridge looking goop, because that's all you guys have. And he just kind of like looks at you. Look, I told you it's real. That's where we're going. Saffron's Edge, I went over this already. They hid themselves. They brainwashed you guys. Look.
How? Why? What was the point of that?
Look, it's tough right now. I'm waiting on some information. As soon as I have it, I'll pull people together and we'll go over the plan. But look, we just have to get to AuroraZero. It's our only hope. And he brushes past you.
As he leaves, she's like, I saved your life!
I ate the eyeball for you. I'm kidding.
Oh man, deep cut callbacks.
No.
Yeah, we'll let the eyeball rest for now. Yeah, as he kind of brushes by you and goes back into his room. Nox, what are you up to?
Fuck, I don't know. I think Nox is probably like sitting there, like trying to, with probably little success, have a different conversation with the AI every day. You know, the I can't remember his name now.
Trenton,
thank you. You know, like, all right, Trenton, how many days have we been on the ship?
we have been on this ship for 4.5 days, Nox.
And in those 4.5 days, I've learned nothing about you, so let's try again.
Okay.
Who programmed you?
I was, and he. Why don't you roll me a persuasion or a performance, whatever you want to roll.
Okay.
And chat, roll me a 1d20 +5, please.
I rolled a 23.
God damn. I forget that Nox is very persuasive.
If not very persistent.
And he, as you kind of ask that question, he kind of like wigs out a little bit, like, oh, can you repeat the question, please?
Who programmed you?
And his demeanor suddenly changes, as if he was snapping it into a different character. I did.
Hi. Nice to meet you. And you are...
Look, doesn't matter who I am. What matters is that you, Nox, stay on track, finish the mission, and there's information in it for you after you're done.
I mean, wouldn't you say it matters that I know who you are so that I know that you're not just going to screw me? I'm just saying, if we're friends here, maybe we have mutual benefit.
The benefit is more than mutual, Nox. I'm very, very old. I was a part of the last rebellion. And I know why the MICD was formed. I know who was in it, and I know what they did.
Then you should just tell me now. You know what? Just give me back to Trenton. Maybe he'll just tell me more about when we're gonna get to wherever the hell we're going.
With pleasure. But no. We're watching. And you're doing great so far. You're gonna get that information. And you're gonna figure your goal out. I promise. And then he blinks. You've been on the ship for 4.5 days.
I think, like, at this stage, like, Nox just sort of, like, sits down on the floor, lays down, and he goes, so, Trenton, What's for dinner tonight?
For dinner is going to be a healthy mixture of polysaturated carbohydrates with fatty acids and aminos mixed together with ketchup.
Just like last night, huh?
Would you like something different?
What are my options?
Polysaturated carbohydrates and healthy fatty acids mixed with other condiments.
Ketchup's good, Trenton.
Great. And
I think
he
it just
kind of
goes on to like additional like small talk.
Yeah, totally. Booker.
Yeah, Booker's gonna be a bit of a busy bee. First day. Do I still have the head of the cipher that we decapitated, or did that like fizzle away with whatever respawn mechanic he has? Because we definitely threw all three of their bodies into space.
Yep, you definitely can. And
Awesome.
Oh no, sorry, you definitely do have his head.
Excellent. I want it, and I'm gonna like pillage the ship for like plexiglass or like some sort of clear like flat sheet, and I basically just want to make him a head in a jar in case it ever starts to stir. I can ask it questions, but because having a head floating around is a little weird, I'm gonna attempt to make it slightly artistic.
How?
Mm-hmm. Go on.
How are you making it artistic?
I'm starting a head museum. I want this to be my Nixon head of Futurama up on my shelf.
Okay.
So yeah. The very small things that Booker knows about Ciphers coming back, this head might start talking. So I'm gonna make some sort of enclosure for it.
Okay. What do you want to roll to see if this head can come back to life and have a conversation with you?
I'm gonna go with medicine because I don't want it to like rot. Like I am trying to preserve it, and I think if I can get it at a solid enough state, it has a higher chance of coming back.
Okay. All right, chat. Why don't we roll a 1d20 plus 5 to start a head museum?
I love my new dice deck, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 20, which brings me to 26.
You got a nat 20?
Nat 20 for the head museum. 26.
You son of a
Jesus
bitch, dude.
Christ.
Holy shit.
Could you have not saved that for when we're in actual combat peril?
No, I couldn't have.
No.
This is so much more important. I don't think you know.
Yeah,
All I
so
want-
I think on day 3, after carefully curating this Futurama Nixon head, it just you're kind of like eating or something, drinking, hanging out in the crew quarters, wherever you've hung this thing over some mantle, I'm sure, and it just snaps to life.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the like housing that I have for it and make sure that I go to a room that's like off on my own, whatever like corner I've sectioned off in the ship as my sleeping quarters. I'll probably take it there.
Yep, and because you have rolled such a delicious goddamn nat 20, it doesn't scream, it doesn't cause a ruckus, and it's just kind of like looking at you with fear in its eyes.
Hoping this would work. Didn't really think it would pan out, but gotta take those shots when you got them. So you were talking a big game, calling us traitors and whatnot, and yet here you are, goddamn light years probably away from your home. And looks like you don't really have a leg to stand on.
And he just glares at you, and his mouth tries to form words, but he doesn't have lungs, so he cannot talk. And instead, you hear a voice in your head as he is forming words with his mouth. Why did you betray us?
See, that's the thing. I don't really know what betraying is at this point. There's a strong running theory that everything back on Saffron's Edge is just is the actual program, and everything outside of it is the actual reality. I mean, fuck, we could be batteries. God, we could be fucking mulch for all I know back there. And as far as I'm concerned, we're not betraying anyone. I mean, this was a peaceful ship that arrived that was supposed to have commerce with Saffron's Edge, and we hopped on for a peaceful ride, and yet here we are being greeted by hostility, violence. And so, at the end of the day, it's
peaceful. Peaceful.
Hey, you clearly know more than I do. Get to talking. Maybe I go back, swear my allegiance, beg for forgiveness. But no matter what, I'm here for answers. So while you can talk, I recommend doing so.
We were almost ready to lift the veil.
There is a veil.
Almost ready to bring ourselves back. Saffron's Edge was poised to be the pinnacle of innovation. And yet, it was all brought down by four people not even knowing what they were doing.
Yeah, that sounds like some spooky dictator, master warlord shit you got going on there, and I'm frankly, I'm not in the business of that. I'm with the people. I mean, I come from farmers, and what you're talking about seems much more horns behind the curtain. So, why the hell you, a Cipher, know more than I do as a Cipher? I mean, there's some bullshit conspiracy right there too.
Look, some people are really, really good at doing what they're told if they know what they're doing is benign. Other people don't mind getting a little dirty.
But we weren't.
Your team may have. Everybody gets a chance. You have to earn the chance.
Is this wrapped up with the connection?
You mean the meddlers?
Sure, whatever you want to call them. They were hood figures when we first met them. Later on, they were some crazed lady in a leather suit. I mean, shit, they come in all forms, much like you guys do.
All I know is that if it wasn't for the connection, Saffron's Edge may already have been out of hiding. But they're just delaying the inevitable. We will rise.
Talk real sure. You talk real sure for someone who is now just a helpless head in a jar. Inevitable. So sure of things, and yet here you are.
I mean,
one last question for you. You have any idea what this is? And I pull out one of the red vials.
We heard about those. They're tempting you with mind-bending substances. We've heard about these before. Have you tried it?
No. Wondering if it's got a name. I mean, it's red, it's sparkly, it comes in a vial. Shit, could be acid, could be fruit punch, could be beet juice.
It's whatever you need it to be.
It's good to know.
And can you roll me a wisdom saving throw? Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 6, please?
That is a dirty 20 on my part.
Dirty 20. Ooh, that was close, Crusader. Ooh. And his eyes flash blue for a second. And then he has a smirk. Then he gets a little surprised. Doesn't say anything.
Oh, it looks like you're not just a useless talking head now. See, that's the type of shit that makes sure that you, the small amount of existence you're gonna have is gonna be a painful one. And at that point, I'll just go ahead and pick up both ends of the jar, and I'll use Shocking Grasp. Just keep running a circuit through it until its eyes roll back or go away or whatever it needs to do. And then I'll wait the next 3 or 4 days.
He gets fried. Yeah, very much fried, dead. Goodbye.
Excellent. Oh, and once he is out of here with my last day, I'm going to take half of that red vial.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you roll me a con saving throw? Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 8, please?
Oh, shit. It's a 17 for me.
At least you know it's not Razor Tequila.
Yet.
It could be Razor Punch.
Ah, yes, Razor
Oh
Kool-Aid.
God, that's a critical fail. it's starting. It's starting.
You just can't test the bot before the stream starts.
Don't worry,
you blow all the good rolls.
God damn.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Bonk. Why don't you take a +2 initiative, and also add a +1 to your weapon, but also give yourself -2 AC.
How long does this last for?
This will last until your next long rest.
Great.
I was expecting it forever.
Forever and ever. How long does this last for? It's
Initiative
gone.
is the only thing that I can't
Yo,
talk about.
Crisp. Thank you for the 10 months in a row, dude. Bruce voice adds a +1 to my weapon. You know what I mean.
Heyo.
Oh, yes, we do.
Thank
Thank you, dude.
+1 to a weapon? Or attacks,
yep.
I guess.
Yes, yeah, it's a yeah. You can give yourself your attacks a +1 bonus.
Does that include my spells? Because weapons and spells are different.
Yes, you all of your weapon and spell attacks.
Attack rolls, great. And -2 AC.
Yes.
Dope. That is a scary sticky note. I know.
Advantage to all the hurty things. Disadvantage to all the getting hurt.
Exactly.
And that was
Welcome
only
to
half
drugs.
a vial.
Yeah.
Wonder what a full vial does.
All right, 10. What are you up to in these 4 days of rest?
Well, if 10, she would probably also be exploring the ship and happened upon Fiona's gigantic, crazy jungle gym, which she would be using and abusing and probably breaking and running away before Fiona found out. When she's not
100%.
doing...
100%.
Yeah.
Fiona will
I-
race you if we show up at the same time. She will challenge
mean-
you to do runs. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, Fiona's the competitive type, and 10 is just there like, oh, I just wanted to see if I could do some backflips off of that thing. Oh, and then get caught in a bunch of netting and we're here. So yeah, the one track run that they maybe did, they were like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then like Fiona took off in the pre-prescribed direction, and 10 just booked it out of the room.
Be good.
Yeah. In her downtime, she is probably going to try and hang out with her ill-fated drinking buddy Booker. She has been doing some contemplating in the last few days about what's real and not real, and maybe some implications of messages that she's not sure whether they were real or not. So she's kind of probably come to the conclusion that if this is reality, then maybe things that she heard were true, and maybe she should follow up on them. Under these circumstances, she's going to go hang out with Booker at the bar, if there's some sort of bar anywhere.
Oh yeah, there's like totally the ship totally has like a a counter with stools on it, like in kind of the mess hall area.
Great. So she's been doing a fair amount of bar and confessing to Booker that maybe that's not really cutting it anymore. If only there was something that could really take off the edge. Stares into abyss. Boy. Wish there was just something a little bit stronger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, middle of day 4, Booker will happily come back with half a vial of red substance. I found this, and boy, it gets you going. And then he will run towards the like gym apparatus after dropping it off in the bar, as like I go and do pull-ups for the first time in my life for like 30 minutes straight.
Great. 10 is like, oh, well, that was easier than I thought, and she just pockets it.
All right. Boom.
Okay.
Someone
It was definitely like
this floating
2 days
shot
of you
glass.
nagging me, and then eventually I came around with, well, I'm gonna try this first. Oh yeah, no, she's gonna like this. She's really gonna like this. Man, I just need to go. I need to do a thing. I need to pull-ups. That's what I'm doing.
Just runs out of here like a puppy dog. Gotta go.
Yeah, so put that half vial in your inventory, folks. Joe.
I will do. Boy, and I thought I was going to have to roll persuasion or something like that, but alrighty.
No, you made actual friends. Fine.
Yeah, that's the best part about player v player, or player
True.
with player. Not really versus. I'll happily share my drugs.
Cooperation.
We're gonna, yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's great. I love it. You're such a generous lord.
I'm not at lord status.
No.
Fine. Wait until my second farm gets established.
All right.
Yeah, Chad has to kill us before that can happen.
All right, 10, you want to do
make
anything
it to
else?
the farm. No, I thought that was going to take far longer than it did. Carry on.
Okay. She's like, success, and I'm done. See you guys. All right. Why don't all of you roll me a perception check?
Hate it already.
And this is you're rolling against each other right now.
Fuck you all. I got a 5. Beat that.
Did you just say 5?
Yeah. Come at me.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. That is the number to beat.
All right. What did everyone else get?
I got a 19.
15.
13.
Okay, so 10 and Nox. So 10 and Nox, you guys, it's night 4. You guys are sleeping in first, and 10. You're still kind of like hyped up on getting on, being like, oh yeah, I got that vial. So you probably can't relate. So you're having a hard time falling asleep just because you're so like psyched up that you got it. Nox, I think that you are sleeping a little bit lighter because you're kind of thinking about what that extra consciousness was in Trenton. Being like, well, what the fuck does that mean? How does he know the MICD? Like, what does it mean he's been around for thousands of years? What the fuck? And you guys are disturbed by some hushed conversation, and you hear Brax's voice floating down the corridor. Booker and Fiona, you guys are sleeping very, very sound. You guys had a big exercise session. You guys are tuckered out. You guys are sleeping very soundly right now. And you guys just hear coming down the corridor. What do you mean they started moving? I thought that technology got pulled at the same time that the director went down. What do you want me to do? Okay, and you can tell that it's coming down the hall from kind of the crew quarters area, and it gets a little bit, it gets a little bit hushed where you can't quite make out what he's saying anymore.
Can I take a stealth check and try and follow him, and continue to listen to his conversation?
Yep, you can totally take a stealth check to go out and get closer without being noticed. Chat, can you roll me? I don't even know why I'm doing this. Your fucking stealth is like dummy high. Chat,
I can still hit a 1.
Why don't you roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please?
Oh,
dummy thick. What is it?
They did it.
23.
You're like, I got a 29.
I got a 29.
No. Amaze.
Bless.
Okay,
I got
guys.
29.
Yeah, so you manage to get out and silently, crank open your space door, open it, and get down the hallway and kind of peek around the corner when he does not notice you. 10, what are you up to?
Were the voices identifiable? Could I tell which individuals were speaking, or
so all you heard what was Brax. You didn't hear another voice. Right. You kind of were assuming that he was on a headset or something.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I feel like if he's kind of around, I'm at least sneaking up to the door. Are we in proximity that I mean, stealthy, I probably wouldn't see Nox anyway, but if I could see him popping out of his room.
Why don't you roll a I don't fuck this is
There's no point in this roll.
I was like, roll something against Nox's stealth check. Oh wait, there's nothing that we can roll. That could beat that.
That doesn't exist. I mean, she could do it untactfully as well, so she could just pop out and stick her head out, not necessarily go all the way.
Okay, yeah. So you just want to why don't you also roll a stealth check to see if he kind of notices you sneaking up on him or not. Nox, regardless of the outcome, you will remain hidden on this one. I promise you.
I rest assured, I believe you.
You're like, I would have protested if I didn't.
Oh,
I would be in arms.
I forgot. Stealth is one of my skills. Who knew?
Let's go. Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please?
I got a 15 for the record.
And Apu got an 8. You get it.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you managed to open up your space door, no problem. Probably a little bit slower than Nox, and you managed to creep over to the end of the hallway, and you see Brax kind of hunched over with a familiar looking kind of comms bracelet, one of the same models that Dithy gave to Booker. and he is kind of whispering into it, and and he has kind of like a laptop thing open, and on the screen in front of him is a woman with short hair wearing a skin tight leather suit. You recognize her as Agent 3 from the space bar. And he kind of is looking he's almost livid with anger. So we were never supposed to lie to them. What do you want me to? And he kind of leans his head back. He's obviously getting chastised. Yeah. Samples. See what really happened. Okay. And as he's saying that, you hear just like the voice of Agent 3 just screaming. You can hear it through his headphones. Yeah, double time it. We need the samples to get to the lab, see what really happens. Brax, listen to me. You know they're the only ones that can reach them. Stopping the Prophet means everything. Even if we lose everything. Look, just get the samples, Brax. Just fucking get them. And Brax just kind of puts his face in his palms and he closes the laptop. What do you guys do?
Continue sleeping.
Well, 10 has no tact, so she's just going to be like, hey, Brax, what the fuck?
Oh, if that's the case, then I am absolutely staying hidden. I was debating whether or not I was going to come out and like interrogate him or not, but
that seemed like the hesitation you had. Stay hidden.
Yeah.
10 is not going to get great answers, but she's going to demand something.
And Brax kind of how much of that did you hear?
I think I heard enough to know that we're not being told everything we should probably know.
And he's like, kind of like, he's biting his lip, kind of trying to decide what to tell you. Yeah.
Where would you like to start? Samples? We're the only ones that can get to it?
Look.
Stuff's moving.
Look, what we know is the Prophet of Two. The guy, the gal, the thing that is running the Federation. We know he's building some type of weapon with old technology. And reports say that they made some kind of breakthrough yesterday. That their weapons are moving. We don't know what it is, but they haven't. But nothing about them has moved before, and that just happened yesterday. And we think that it might have something to do with Saffron's Edge.
Yesterday? What?
Sorry, look.
What happened yesterday? I mean, we've been floating out here. We don't exactly get news.
And he just puts his head in his hands. The days are just blending together. Look, there was back when we got Dithy back that day.
Oh. The day we showed up on this ship and everyone was murdered and then we had to turn around and save Dithy too? That day? Something happened on that day that caused movement on another planet?
Somewhere out in the galaxy past AuroraZero, wherever the Prophet of Two is holed up in his lab or whatever manufacturing facility, whatever's making this weapon. they say that they made a breakthrough in it. Things started moving in it, which is obviously not a good thing to hear, right?
No, definitely not. I mean, I guess this is all new. I don't know what to think about it, but I would like to take your word for it, but you haven't exactly been forthcoming up till now.
Look, it wasn't up to me. If it were up to me, I would have told you everything. Look, I was supposed to go to Saffron's Edge undercover, and it was on the tangent. We got found out. That's why everyone's dead.
See. So why does Agent 3 think we need to be in the dark?
Because she doesn't think that we can trust you.
Oh, well, that's a riot. That's an absolute riot.
Look, we think that the Federation is working with Saffron's Edge to build this thing. And
How is that
from
even
Saffron's Edge.
possible?
We don't know. That's above my pay grade.
Great. What is it you're paying? What do we have to do now?
Look, tomorrow I'll bring everybody together and we'll go over the mission that I was just getting yelled at about. It's a little detour, but it's important.
Full disclosure better happen. I know Fiona's going to rip you 6 ways to Sunday if it's not like that, so you might want to buck up, bud.
Look, and he's like, there's like kind of like a tear kind of welling up in his eye. Like I didn't want us to meet like this. I just know that Agent 3 is she means well. It's just she wasn't built to be compassionate, but she's doing her best.
I guess I will take your word for it.
All right, I'm gonna do a sleep thing. And he just like gets up dejected and walks back to his room.
Good night. I'll try and keep Fiona from punching you in the face. 10 toddles back off to her room.
You want to do anything before Brax leaves, Nox?
No, he's just gonna take a seat at the same bench, like the same table that they were at, and just like stay there.
Until morning, you're just gonna chill there.
Yeah.
Cool. And hours pass. Fiona, Booker, you guys wake up and Dithy is knocking at both of your doors. Fiona, Booker,
What?
you guys? Hey! I kind of need some help. Like I'm trying to make this new thing for breakfast. I'm fucking over Trenton's polymonoed carbo. What the fuck? I want to make something real.
I'm coming.
He's like blended turnips. It's not that bad. And Booker will just like gout
turnips
his,
need.
like,
It's
giant
bad.
sleeping shirt that he's fashioned out of like a blanket. So he's just basically in like a white robe. There's just like a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom, and like 2 little armholes.
A little kimono situation going on there.
It's just like an oversized sleeping shirt, which looks hilarious for his still mech form, but it's what he's used to sleeping in.
That's true. We can't take off our mech form, huh? We're just crunchy all the time.
I don't know if I've tried it, but I haven't. I just added a sheet to myself.
Oh,
So, yeah, I
Fiona's
definitely
straight in
have
her underwear. She gives no fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you are like have something underneath your armor, 10, you can definitely like take the armor off. That's okay.
I don't know. Like, am I the mech or am I a person inhabiting the mech? I guess is the question.
Are we too afraid to
Welcome
find
to
out?
AuroraZero.
Yeah.
Am I mech or am I dancer? What's happening here?
Guys.
We are too afraid to ask these questions.
Well, she at least takes off the pointy bits so she can get a good pillow under her head.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
I actually think that Booker would probably have like almost like a Zani suit that's like copper where all the pieces attach to. And so he's in that as well as like a giant sleeping shirt that it looks like a grandma would sleep in. Definitely like stares a little bit too long. Diverts his eyes back to Dithy. Yeah, helping with breakfast. Yeah, absolutely. What can I do for you?
Look, can you like gonna go to the pantry? Gonna try and like maybe dig up some trying to get some flour. Let's see if they have some fucking flour on this ship.
Flour I can do.
We're gonna make something awesome. Come on. And she
Can we say
She
that
waves you
Nox
guys.
is like, like at that table now, but with like one plate of each condiment, like ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, hot sauce, relish, sauerkraut.
Mayonnaise.
I think it started with mayo. And he's just like putting a spoon, like take it with a spoon, like dipping into one, and then like dipping the other side of the spoon into the other, and then trying a bunch of different relish combinations together, or like condiment combinations together.
Did you just discover Thousand Island?
I'm
about
working towards
Secret
the
sauce?
creation of pink sauce in this world.
In and out special sauce unlocked.
Yeah.
Fact.
You know, the biggest democratic feat was all 1,000 of those islands coming together to decide on that dressing. Okay? Confirmed.
This is the official dressing.
Yeah, it goes great on coconuts and pineapples.
You know who's
100%.
responsible for that?
Who?
Albert Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Boom.
gonna say,
Little known fact.
the condiment they have.
Is that true? He invented Thousand Island dressing?
What?
He popularized it.
Oh.
What fucking world do we live in where Albert Einstein created Thousand Island dressing?
The one where he got hungry one day.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's
He's got
just
a lot of
science.
thoughts up there. I'm
Knox-
sure he'll know
Knox.
more about food.
Look,
Knox is sitting there dipping spoons into all the different fucking condiments when they walk out into the pantry.
And kind of as Dithy kind of like walks in, kind of still like dazed, she's tired. What you know? Mood. Yeah, I feel that. Knox, good luck. We'll be back with some real fucking food.
And then you'll want my sauce for it. And then as they walk away, he yells, "Food science is a real thing."
And Dithy leads Booker and Fiona over to the pantry, and she starts. Okay, Booker, start looking for something like that we could maybe make like cheese out of. Fiona, tomatoes. I'm gonna find the flour. But you guys grow. I also had a couple of questions, seeing as how you guys really saved my ass down there. And I know that Brax has always been talking a lot about Saffron's Edge, and like, have you ever like had any suspicion of anyone on Saffron's Edge before growing up? That anyone could even be capable of doing something like this?
Dithy, where I come from, I was related to every person I saw. So, yeah, I didn't trust any of them. But I don't know. They were predictable. They were accountable. They were honest, if they weren't trustworthy. I mean, the big city is overwhelming. I loved one of the first things you ever said to us was, "Let's leave home at home." Yeah, I know this Cipher program was a new start for me, and I love the idea of that. So, if all 5 of us get a new start, and if all we have to do is, temper our expectations of Drax out there, then I'm down with it.
I just don't know what to think. So I'll tell you guys, when they first took me, I've had a vision, and I don't. This may sound kind of weird, but I was thinking it over in my head, and with all of the kind of shit that we've gone through, nothing is weird, right? Like, if everything is weird, nothing is weird, right? Right, yeah. So when I got captured, you guys walked out onto the tangent and left, and I was in the gondola. And I don't know if it was real or not, but I think that this ship is still the gondola. I never left. I was just caught, and then suddenly I was strapped down on a table, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and I was in some type of like tube, and there were 3 other things around me. And
what things?
They didn't have forms. They were this kind of silvery liquid, almost like mercury. If you break a thermometer and the mercury falls out, kind of like that. And then I got a splitting headache, and right before I woke up, when you guys pulled me off of the operating table, those 3 things, they all started to glow blue, and then that was it. Now that was back. Is that like going into the director?
No.
I mean, parts of it, like, yeah, you're in the same place, but it's somewhere new. You have a big Russian feeling of like the world turning upside down, and your innards moving, but your outwards staying the same. But no, you experience something a little bit different, a little bit
better,
stranger.
Well, it was something scary for sure. Can you guys both roll me survival checks to see if you find these ingredients?
Oh God!
Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please?
Blackjack, baby.
21?
Yep.
13.
16.
Oh shit! Yeah, you guys find all of the ingredients that Dithy was asking for. Oh, you guys found everything. Look, okay, I'm gonna whip us up something really awesome with this stuff. Come on, let's go back. We got a lot of work to do. And she kind of like leads you back into the kitchen where she takes all the ingredients and starts whipping up some real fine breakfast pizza rings for you guys.
God damn it.
But they're for breakfast.
Breakfast pizza rings.
Yeah. Pour some
Yeah.
milk over the top.
So they have ham and cheese on them.
Eggs.
I mean,
Eggs is what makes it breakfast.
she's making a personal pizza rings, so you guys can like you guys found all the ingredients. You guys can have.
You're talking
whatever
about
you
tomato
want.
cheese bagels.
This is not a joke. I rolled a natural 20 on my survival check to see if I came up with an ideal breakfast sauce made out of the other condiments available to me.
Oh my
Okay,
I actually did roll a natural 20.
What is your perfect breakfast sauce?
Cholula.
I make AuroraZero's first ever Cholula. I'm going to say, what is my ideal breakfast sauce? It is going to be like 20% mayo, 20%. No.
Is it just the pepper jack sauce from
60%
Devil's Teeth?
ketchup. No. It's going to be 40% mayo, 40% ketchup, 20% hot sauce.
Is it hollandaise?
And it's going to be called. It's going to be called special sauce.
All right.
Oh God.
What Nox is going to do is he's going to excitedly walk over to the table of people eating the pizza rings and place this down in front of everybody. And look at him and go, listen, there's a lot of things I do well. It is my true and honest belief that there will never be a single food condiment I make better than this one. And I need you guys to try it. And I'm trying to persuade them. And I'm ready for a persuasion roll.
No, we are not gonna fucking roll persuasion. That's the one thing that I hate is inter-party persuasion and charisma rolls.
I'm totally
you persuade them with your
If you
words,
get higher
big
than a
man.
15, I'll try it.
If I get what?
If you get higher than a 15, I'll try it.
Oh, I got a 21.
Done. Yeah. The fucker will just like swoop a finger around the edge of the bowl and pop it straight in his mouth.
Gotta put that
Constitution
on
saving
bud.
throw. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, really.
I failed. I love it.
And everyone has +1 to every stat. Every single thing. No, okay, yeah, that's all. That is my only interaction. For this.
Hashtag special sauce.
You know, Nox, I'm a little hungover, and I'd put that on just about anything.
If you weren't hungover, would you put it on anything?
I'll put anything on anything if I'm sober. Being hungover makes it a little bit more prestigious. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to know that your keen sense of taste can make sense of my actual genius creation in front of you.
Is that made of
You're
actual
doing that
food?
thing.
Is that
It's not. You're not going to get your daily nutrients from it, Fiona. It's meant to enhance your experience.
Nox, you're doing that thing again where you sound really condescending and mighty.
He picks up the special sauce and walks out and says, if you won't appreciate genius, you have no place here. And then walks away.
Guys, I think we need to get Nox a mission. He's getting just real DV.
I think we have a mission. It's figure out what the fuck we're doing on the ship and where it's going.
Yeah, it's a.
We just gotta get there.
Sounds like time for 10 to show up.
Oh yeah. You can come in whenever you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
I was liking spectating from afar.
Oh yeah, 10. Knox made this sauce. You want to taste?
I'm all
You have
right.
to roll better than a
Yeah,
21.
no, that'd be weird.
Oh, do I have to?
No, I'm kidding.
No. You do not have to roll.
I just-
Zep the DM is
But-
vehemently against players rolling charisma checks against other players.
Finally got a 20.
Oh, she got it.
I hope that was
Pass that.
priming and not wasted.
Don't.
Anyway.
It wouldn't have shown up if it was an important roll anyway.
No, I just. it's fine.
Regardless, I'm not going to lick it off of Booker's finger.
Yeah, no, that was a weird thing. I shouldn't have
Yeah.
offered that.
Yeah,
That was
second.
real awkward. I'm just gonna.
We're cool.
Dithy, you need help.
You get some
And,
breakfast. I'll get some breakfast. We'll never talk about this.
Booker leaves blushing.
Dithy made personal breakfast pizzas if you want one.
Pizza rings, Fiona.
Sorry,
Ooh,
personal pizza rings.
delicious.
I'm
Um,
sure they are.
Has anybody seen Brax this morning?
That asshole, no, he keeps to himself. Why?
Oh, he won't be keeping to himself today. I should prime you, Fiona, please. Try to not immediately kick his ass.
Do you want to give me a little context for that? Because I wasn't planning to, but now I feel like I should.
It could happen. So I overheard a little conversation, and I think he's going to be a little bit more forthcoming than he has been with us previously. I'm going to let him speak for himself, but we've got a mission coming up. He's going to explain what we need to do, and it would be better if he had all of his bones intact, I think.
All right, I can work with
Cool.
that. If he's gonna actually
Thank you.
tell us what we're doing for once, fine with that.
I do believe he will do it. Probably.
Speak of the devil, Brax kind of opens up the door to the mess hall and takes a big, deep. And the, normally confident Brax, with good posture is he's slouching, looking kind of defeated as he walks into the room. Hey, Dithy, nice pizza rings. Those look really good. All right, guys. Look. We heard, we gotta make a detour on the way to AuroraZero.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Look, you know how we were, we told you about the Prophet of Two, constructing the Federation to rule the galaxy, all, evil stuff, right? Yo, only for us, Speedster. Thank you for the 4 months, dude. I hope you're doing well. You are a legend.
Speedster.
So, I vaguely remember this. If you'd like to maybe elaborate on that, very much appreciate it.
Yeah. Look, the Prophet of Two, he has been using this, he's been leveraging the fear that he has some kind of Aurora Revolution era weapon to, unleash on the public if they don't accept subjugation. And we know that, one, he doesn't have that shit right now. There's no fucking way. But two, he may have it soon. something happened when we were getting the ship. I don't know what happened, but something happened and they made a major breakthrough. Like, Agent 3 is out there in the shit getting us this intel.
I'm sorry. Time out. Agent 3, like the woman in the catsuit who tried to kill me. That Agent 3?
Look,
She's on our side now.
she was always on our side. She was just testing you to make sure that you could be trusted.
I'm sorry. How does trying to kill me figure out if I'm on your side or not?
To be fair, Fiona, it wouldn't be the first person we've maybe decided to punch before we decided that we could be friends with them.
Would it though?
Looks at Brax.
No, we definitely made Agent 3 before we met Brax. And he actually at least attempted to answer my questions. She put me in a fucking cage and then started throwing fireballs at you.
We don't know her. I'm gonna bet somebody's thrown a fireball at her once or twice before.
I'd like to just interject. I'd like to apologize for electrocuting literally everyone in this room at least once.
Not now, Booker.
But two.
The adults are having a conversation. Please shut up.
Okay, so hold on. I think I'm at least 4 times your age. And second, at the end of the day, I fucking hate Agent 3.
Same.
But she did point us in a direction to help Brax. We walked into a blood massacre, and then because we spoke to him, our own planet sent other operatives, our co-workers, after us to try and kill us, bring us in. I'm not actually sure. It wasn't a very fruitful conversation.
Can Nox just can we just say that Nox didn't actually ever leave and has been over listening to this conversation the whole time?
Oh yeah, I mean I think Nox is still trying to he's trying to tweak secret sauce.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to enter the conversation yet. I just want to be sure that I am there.
Yep.
But let's be real. Agent 3 is completely psychotic and is apparently a pre-1,000-year-old program, maybe not program, life force from her description, which I didn't believe until about 72 hours ago, where we had our co-workers come after us, where they're talking about a veil being pulled off of rising up to a holy trinity of a monarchy or some bullshit. So
how do we even know they were our co-workers? How do we know anything anymore? Look, I know I'm the baby of the group here, but I have spent most of my life trying to study and understand what is going on in the director. My father told me about the Ciphers years ago when he entered the program. All I want to do is understand what this is. I've studied AuroraZero. That was thousands of years ago, and now you're telling me it's real, it's still present, it's still active?
Well, so here's the thing. The small amount of research I did on it is theorized that 1,000 years ago, AuroraZero lost all life support. Except how would we confirm that? Because we lost contact with it. So it could have just been we lost contact, so we assume. The other thing, and I should have shown you this yesterday when I brought it all together. I'll be right back. And Booker will run to his room real quick, grab his jar head, and bring it back. Yeah. So you know how 10 came back? Well, you decapitated someone, 10. And while we were disposing of bodies, you were running to the ship. You guys were running back. I kept this head, and I put it in a jar, and it started talking to me yesterday.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he had some crazy shit to say. My theory is he'll come back in about 2 or 3 days, and that's why I'll zap him again. That's why he's got those little singe marks on him. But yeah, this is a tool as far as I'm considered. I did try to make it look aesthetically pleasing. That's why the jar and the metallic base is there. But what I learned from him is that apparently Saffron's Edge was close to revealing the veil and becoming a complete pinnacle of power within the system, as well as all ciphers apparently know different information than each other. He was apparently in the know, and we were all in the dark for what exactly the cipher program was. He thinks we're treasonous, and I'm still attesting to we're just trying to find answers and understand our existence. But yeah, I got good money in about 72 hours that things can start talking again. So if you guys all want questions, one of you can hold on to it for a while.
I'm gonna turn back to Brax.
There's so many questions.
Is any of what he said viable?
Look, we have reason to believe that the Federation was in communication with Saffron's Edge. And Saffron's Edge is doing research or powering research for that weapon. Why else would they be getting so much power and data out of the Director?
So what you're saying is that Saffron's Edge is working with the Director or with the Federation to do to the Director what the Federation did 1,000 years ago to the Director.
Look, we don't know what the real endgame of the weapon is yet. But we know that it can't be fucking good.
And you're for sure certain that it's a weapon?
Yes. They have been talking about a weapon in their propaganda. Like, this has to be what they're working on.
That really fucking ticks me off.
Look, okay. I will cut to the chase right now. Look. Okay. Agent 3 she's out there. She's getting this information. She's on AuroraZero right now. That was 10 kind of walked in on a little conversation we were having. Look, but the bottom line is that this information is right. I trust her. That's what she does. She may be a little brash, but she's doing her fucking best.
Is she now?
Her program won't let her do anything but. That much I know.
Fuck.
Look, we're coming up to what's called the Aurora Waste. It's the beginning of where the Aurora colonies started during the Revolution. Now, they're mostly just floating museums of macabre, disturbing images of life support cutting off, midday, engines exploding, just museums of grotesque. And he kind of has a little gag reflex. Look, there's a reason why they're called the Aurora Wastes. Aurora 17 has some leftover code samples from the Revolution. And we think that if we get them, we can start building a firewall to block the weapon, to somehow contain its power. We just need to start reverse engineering this stuff. Look, and if we can get this on our way to AuroraZero, look, we may have a chance. And this is one thing that, I wasn't supposed to tell you, because we couldn't trust you, but we think that Ciphers are the only type of people who can get in and out without being noticed, because we think Saffron's Edge is watching this.
Sort of like spectating it, like with announcers and commentary, that kind of watching.
Like the way we got these personal invites because we did something spectacular.
Like the way I saw someone talking about us on a big screen in front of a crowd.
Possibly. Look, they monitor things in many different ways. It all manifests itself differently. That's because they are inherently part of the director. They, surveillance can manifest itself in so many ways. But look, what we're looking for is something that is a like recounting events. Could be like looks something out of place, something that is it's like, think of it as like snippets of people, almost like people's lives, of people's of people's fantasies, of their thoughts manifesting in physical form. Look, and another thing, no one's ever been in an Aurora colony since the revolution. So
for 1,000 years they've been abandoned. That's what you're saying.
The only one that people have been in is AuroraZero. Look, if you guys get this, we can start building our defenses against this weapon. Look, I'm not here to order you around anymore. I'm just here to fly the ship.
I think you're much bigger than just a pilot right now. Whether you'll admit it or not, you got a wealth of information and some sort of connection to outside the ship we don't have. But I thought all that energy, those resources we were gathering was to help, produce food, make trade routes, make connections. Weaponization for fucking what? I'm young for a dwarf, but I'm pretty old for pretty young for someone on Saffron's Edge, and I've never experienced a war. So yeah. Any Aurora site, let's fucking do it. And if we think they're watching, let's throw them as much misdirection as we can. I'll put on a fucking show.
How about the rest of you guys? Was that enough explanation? Look, I never wanted to do this. When the tangent got overrun, that was just all we could do.
You could have told us this 4 days ago. Why should I trust you now?
Can't shoot the messenger, Fiona. The history
that's like
was
a
just
guideline.
written in the words of the people on Saffron's Edge. just like Brax's here, is written in the words of AuroraZero. All that matters now really is what side of it you want to be on.
I spent my entire life trying to understand what this was. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it does to me. And I'm willing to see this through and find out. But I want to know why everyone is so reticent to tell us first.
Fiona, it sounds like they're not playing with a full deck. It sounds like nobody knows what's going on. Not really. And they don't have the assets to go in and actually figure it out. That's why you're in the program, Fiona, because you know all this stuff already. You got all the history. Or at least as much as we were able to learn.
Fine. I'm in, but make it worth my while.
What's your price?
You really have to ask? I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to what I was. Because I was nothing before. This is the only thing I can do.
Look, I don't know what it's going to be like on the other side. But once we get there, let's talk.
Just
Right.
a point of clarification. We continue down this rabbit hole. Do we get to go back? Can we get our families? Can we get the people we care about out of there? Like, if what you're saying all pans out, I got dozens of people I'm caring for that I want to get off that rock as fast as possible. I'm happy to give you some faith and, pan it out. Hope they'll be okay, but I've heard you talk multiple times now about your dad. I got family back there too.
Look,
I'm not excited to go back, but I definitely want to get gone with a couple more people.
there's going to be opportunity to go back. Look, we're in a good place right now. We can get you guys back into Saffron's Edge somehow. Because we still have more information to gather from those fucks. But let's focus on the task at hand here. This is getting the code snippets out of Aurora 17. All right. We're about a day's ride out. A day's flight out, a day's ride out, a day's
We're about a day's time out.
What does a day even mean anymore? Like what the fuck?
Falling with style.
Yep.
We're one soul out.
Is that with or without a U?
Start making up units of time.
Yeah.
We're a parsec away, guys.
Yeah, we're definitely a parsec away.
We're one special sauce out of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Yep, that one. We're one special sauce away from Aurora 17. All
That's
right.
3 AKAs.
Yeah. 3 AKs. Thank you.
Yeah, that is actually the official unit of measurement of TGN is how many AKAs.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Look, just saddle up, get going. I don't think that it's gonna be we're gonna be landing hot, but like I said, no one's ever been to these colonies, and fuck, could be thousands of years. And look,
Yeah, we'll get ready as best we can.
all right. And he kind of picks himself back up a little bit. He's got a little bit of that old Brax swagger back. And he walks out to the cockpit, and you hear the ship's engines fire up at 226 AKAs per second.
Dope.
10 goes and visits him in the cockpit real fast and just pats him on the shoulder and says, "You did good." Leaves him alone.
He kind of looks back. Thanks, feels better getting all that out. Thanks, 10.
Finger gun. Leaves.
Weird, but okay. No, he doesn't say that. Retcon. And you.
She would fully accept that as yeah, I don't have social graces.
And you guys, the ship flies out, and you guys kind of start feeling this this kind of rumbling, and you start feeling small impacts kind of pinging off the ship, just ping, ping, and there's one or two really big kind of jolting ones, and you hear on the intercom, you hear Dithy, okay, everyone to the cargo hold, we're about to land, let's get ready, got some work to do, guys, come on. And you guys kind of cruise down to the cargo hold, and Brax is there. All right, we're here. It's kind of weird out there, but remember, we're looking for something that is taking manifestations of kind of thoughts and memories and turning them into reality. That's what we're looking for. That is the code snippets. And he opens the door. And you guys look out, and you guys are it's this weird, what's the I'm just not the right person to know what the names of these stores are, so you guys can help me out. What are the names of some stores that are the really fucking bougie ass department stores, bougier than Bloomies and Nordstrom? There's a couple, right?
Saks Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
J.C. Penney.
The bougiest.
Oh, yeah.
Mervin's. So
we're looking for H&M plus 2 digits.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Neiman Marcus is might be one of those.
Yeah, you don't get much bougier than that in full big box form. So.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? You want full big box? Big box
form? I think is.
I hear Harrods. What?
Yeah, Harrods.
Yeah, Harrods.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Definitely Harrods.
I've never even heard of a Harrods.
It's a UK line.
It's a British.
British.
You've seen Moulin Rouge. It's fine.
Marks and Spencer.
Okay.
We're talking Hugo Boss is the cheap section.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to what would be a big box store crossed with a Hollywood mansion.
This is the other interactive part we've added in addition to the chat voting and rolling is name that department store.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, this is where we live. So
ambiance.
Harrods qualifies.
San Francisco staple.
Yeah. So the door opens up, and you guys are in just this super bougie, pink salmon colored room. It's really big. It's got racks of just luxurious clothes. Just, you guys kind of see sections that draw your eyes. It was kind of almost made for you. There are these clothes that it's all the clothes that you wish that you had is here. And
we got
this,
some sticky fingers.
Commence the looting.
and there is just this like beautiful chandelier up in this room, and you guys kind of walk out and you can see doors that's, there's a door on the right side of the room, there's a door on the left side of the room, there's a door all the way down the aisle, down at the end, and you can see just more of these racks of clothes just extending for, it looks like, miles. And you can see that there's actually this curve of the ship as it kind of like curves up as the colony that you're in is kind of a circular type colony. And there's, as you kind of like walk out, the lights just turn on, and you can see there are shoppers walking around. It's kind of weird. There's people buying stuff. There are clerks, and there's this probably the most annoying like Muzak pop playing in the background.
Robin Sparkles.
100%.
Let's go to mom today. Over and over.
You won't be sorry.
Yeah, so you guys are there. You guys are in front of four different racks of clothing that suit your tastes specifically, each one. And you see there's a couple clerks. Oh yes. There are a couple clerks that are within walking distance, and there's also some shoppers around. We'll say that there are two shoppers and two clerks. And then there are doors forward, left, right.
Do they all look like the same person like the first time we went into any sort of mall in AuroraZero Campaign 1?
No. They are different
Hot
people.
Topics do I have to destroy?
Bonk asking the real questions.
Nox walks up to one of the associates and just is like, so, was this for sale, or are you just going to let me look at it the whole day? I'd like to try on some of these suits.
Oh, you want to try on some of the suits? You have wonderful taste, my friend. Come here. What's your cut?
Oh God, I'll just give my actual cut. I'm a 44 regular.
44 regular. Okay. Yes. No. We have some.
Boy.
We have some wonderful 44Rs. That's right. Is that right? 44R. Oh,
it is in this world. It's fine.
Yeah. This is my world. We have some wonderful 44Rs. This, of course we can get you in some of these. And he kind of leads you over to some really fucking good looking suits. Probably like if you were if you just you kind of look away from the rack for a second, and then you look back, and the suit that is like your dream suit is just there. You see it. What about this one? You want to try this one on?
Yes, I do. But what is this going to cost me if I want to walk out with it today?
What?
Yeah, how much is it going to cost me?
Everybody here has lines of credit, my friend. No one. You have been here before.
Never. I have no credit, in fact.
Yeah, let's go look. Just come to the dressing room. That's funny. Come, yeah. Well, and he just leads you over to the dressing room. He 100% thinks you're cracking some weird joke.
Okay, I turn around to the rest of the group and just kind of go. Yeah.
Yeah, and you start fumbling around trying on a suit. What's everyone else doing? We will come back to you, Nox.
Yep.
Do not worry.
Oh, I'm not worried.
10 is already like waist deep in a rack, just like, ooh, 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 like anything that is shiny or pleathery or silky. Yeah,
And they have all three.
I don't doubt it.
And,
She's looking for the magical one that is all three.
and you, after like probably like 5 minutes of like diving through racks, like you see it about like three hangers down. It's describe to me your dream pleather silky shiny thing.
Silky pleather. Okay, so we're looking at, I would say, like a silk evening gown. We've got those pleathery shoulder details to give it a little zazzle, and I'm thinking deep cutout in the back that's kind of got the like sparkle stringing it together.
Oh, cool. Yes. Yeah, so you
Pulse
see
fashion out of butt.
you see exactly that.
Amazing.
And the an associate walks over. This is an exquisite piece. I didn't know we had any of these left.
You mean it's not one of a kind?
Oh, it's a very limited couture run.
I suppose. I'm size 4.
Size 4? Well,
she's clearly not a size 4. She's like 12 feet too tall to be a size 4, but whatever.
Oh, size 4. Well, today is your lucky day. And she like turns the tag of the dress. It says size 4, but it looks like it's going to fit you perfectly.
10 is fascinated. Is there somewhere I can try this on?
Oh yeah. Of course. And she leads you over to the dressing rooms.
Excellent, thank you. Do you happen to have any champagne, by the way?
Oh, it's already in there.
You're a doll. You're a peach. Thank you. She like shuts the curtain. She like the mask of like fancy lady melts away, and she's like.
And Booker and Fiona, why don't you both give me perception checks?
Thanks.
The department store at the end of the universe. Chat, why don't you roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please?
Son of a bitch, chat.
That is a 23.
Are you sure you don't want to take the last roll that came in?
That's a 24.
18.
Nat 20, bitches.
Let's fucking go.
Ew.
Yeah, Fiona, you see Nox and 10 kind of walk away into these dressing rooms, and as soon as the door shuts, you see the door disappear and it becomes a wall.
Yeah, that tracks. God damn it. I will put my hand on Booker's shoulder.
I am overwhelmed with options here. Can I? How's it going with you?
Your option is going to be that we need to get the fuck out of here. We need to find out what happened to them. Because I think they might be the cause right now.
No, they just went to try something on. They're
No,
right over...
they didn't.
Oh.
No, it's one of those. We need to get the fuck out of here. Left, right, or center. We'll make a run for it.
I'm always a fun running it down mids. So yeah, center is as good as me.
Straight down the front? All right. 3, 2, 1. And we just book it for the center door.
Yeah, and you guys are. We'll move these a little bit. I'll give you.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Door here.
God damn it.
You guys kind of start moving. You guys start moving towards the center door, and you kind of see one of the patrons kind of like look at you. Where are you guys going?
We've got an appointment. Sorry. Catch you later.
Forgot about our manicures.
Come on, you guys, just this place is great. Are you sure you don't want to stay?
They've got a 24-hour cancellation policy, and we're all out of the timeline. Gotta go.
And as you guys are kind of like walking hastily, kind of towards the doors, you see kind of Matrix style, the room just gets bigger. Kind of as it's kind of doing the like dolly zoom out plus move the camera forward effect. We're just the the wall just gets further away from you.
It was 20 feet away and now it's like 200 feet away. Cool.
Exactly.
Love it. Great.
And just these 3 clerks just kind of walk up in front of you guys, and we'd really love it if you guys stayed. There's so much that we can learn from you.
Oh, is there?
About that.
Since I have my hand on Booker's shoulder, I'm casting guidance on him.
So we're in a department store. Are there like mannequins fashioning things?
Yeah, think of so there's probably definitely some mannequins around. Let me see if I can find a oh, cool.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, yep, there it is.
Yeah,
Don't
why?
worry, chat, you'll see it in a second.
Oh, they see it, right?
Oh no, they see it now. Yep.
Oh yeah,
It's there. It's real.
yeah.
It's alive.
There's a couple mannequins.
God damn it.
Sick. Definitely seen this episode of Doctor Who.
So,
Yep.
They had finger guns too.
Gentlemen, the only thing I have to tell you is we're going to be leaving, and my compatriots insist. And at that point, Booker is going to clap his hands over his head and let out an arc over to the mannequins and 2 of the actual shelves of clothing. And I'm going to cast animate objects as I electrify them and turn them into living constructs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try
shelves and
and make-
mannequins.
Oh god.
So I can create up to 10 non-magical objects. Mediums count as 2, large count as 4. So I'm gonna try and get let me grab 2 of the mannequins and 1 of the shelves as animated objects. So I'm gonna try and get 2 mediums and a huge, or 2 mediums and a large.
Okay. Do I have to roll it? Did the mannequins and shelves can they resist?
No, they're. It depends. Are they living objects? Because I'm trying to animate inanimate objects.
They are not.
Great. Objects come to life at my command. Choose up to 10 non-magical objects. Medium targets count as 2 objects. Large targets count as 4. Each target animates and becomes a creature under my control until the spell's end or until reduced to 0 hit points. So yeah, I'm going to grab a shelf and the 2 mannequins, and I'm going to animate them. And I now have stats for them of how much HP, AC, and what their attack is.
Okay.
And that is my 5th level spell. I love new spells. Let's go. I am concentrating.
Okay. Why don't we roll initiative on that note?
Yeah, that tracks.
Am I under the effects of my drug still?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nox.
21.
Booker?
16.
10.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my modifier. Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Fiona.
That spicy 4.
A
Oh, damn, girl.
I am
not
going
everyone. Not everyone can get
last.
above 15.
It's fine. That gives me time to see how hurt y'all get before I go.
Thanks, healer.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Nox. So you kind of you get this suit on, and god damn, that shit feels good.
No doubt, no doubt.
And dude, and you look good too.
No doubt. Standard Nox operation.
Yep. And you kind of you start hearing this kind of commotion outside as you hear Booker animate these 2 mannequins and 1 clothing shelf. You hear stuff kind of fall over. You start hearing people scream. What do you do?
I change out of the suit. No, I mean I know that's not what Nox is going to do. He's going to run right out in the suit.
Yeah,
I will feed you this one on a plate, Joseph. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He runs out of the changing room.
Yeah, so
I mean,
you kind
grabs his weapons, obviously.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's his
of course.
first thing.
Of
You know,
course.
like grabs his weapons.
No doubt.
And
no
then
doubt.
runs out of the changing room.
And as you kind of like grab and rattle the handle, that shit is fucking locked.
Yeah. I think that's of course. Okay. I am going to attempt to drop kick the door to break it open. I assume it's held together by some sort of magical means, but
Yeah, why don't you roll an unarmed strike on this door?
$17.
That is a that is a that is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Isn't your damage for an unarmed strike just fixed normally?
As it's like it should
1
say
plus
on your
strength.
yeah.
Oh my god, this is a very bad idea. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna adjust that.
The door heals. The door heals for 2 hit points.
No. I changed my mind. I'm gonna pull out one of my hand axes, and I will. My modifier for hit with the hand axe and unarmed strike is the same. So can we just say that I do that?
yes, 100%.
Okay, great. I do 1 damage.
Yeah, and it's,
Can I get my
Wait,
second
was
attack
it
still?
surprise?
Was I surprised? Is that what you're telling me? Is that these guys surprised me by some means?
No, I'll give you surprise on the door. Why not?
Okay, well, let me do my second attack first.
Yeah.
It's a
Does
crit.
it 10 hit?
Assassinate the door.
Yep, it's a door. Assassinate the
Does it
door.
10 hit?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I do 2 damage, so that's 3 total. You're gonna give me sneak attack on the door?
Sure, why not?
No. I don't think. No, you know what? I don't think that's what. Combat aside, I don't think that's what Nox is thinking. He's thinking this is a fucking door, and there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to smash through it with the fucking axe in his hand.
Okay.
And then he starts yelling. And he's like smashing through with this axe, only doing 3 damage, and he yells, "Oh my god, I'm the only one who knows the recipe to special sauce." Quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, and as soon as you just hit the door, you just kind of like feel this energy just radiate out from the door, and out on the shop floor, just this. As soon as you hit the door, one of the patrons right next to the dressing room just goes, and it starts just like this guy just starts kind of like bubbling and churning and screaming in pain as just this massive creature appears. And the energy kind of like fades from your hands, Nox, as just this massive elephant just charges right at Fiona. Basically, right
when you
right
say
through
the
this
energy
creature.
fades from my hand.
So the energy the energy
that I was feeling from the door.
So basically, as soon as you struck the door, you kind of felt this energy like flow through your hand.
Copy.
And then it slowly fades. And this massive elephant just charges at you, Fiona. Does the bookshelf get to have an attack of opportunity as it walks by it?
It does have stats. It is considered a combatant, and if it leaves its threat of area, it will get an attack.
Okay, and also just so you know, these 3 things are going to act on your initiative, Ogre.
Absolutely. I am totally okay with
I'm
that.
I'm not rolling 3 more initiatives.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Does an 11 hit?
It does not. It misses.
Great. Yeah, the bookshelf like suddenly like folds in on itself and like tries to clamp it, but it misses.
Chat. Let's get our first attack roll, shall we? Can you get me a 1d20 plus 8, please?
But it was a tie. Who's the attack on?
It's on Fiona.
The one it can see.
Yes. That is a 20. You are muted.
Sorry, gang. Yes, that will hit. Although as a reaction when this comes at me, I will cast Aid on everyone.
It's a reaction?
As a reaction with Warcaster, I can cast anything that takes a standard action.
Shit, yeah, +5, baby. Let's do this shit.
No. I'm casting level 2, plus 10 to everybody's hit points.
Do this shit.
Can you please read me the verbiage of Aid, specifically what is the range on it?
Your spell bolsters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range, is all it says.
Do they have to be within sight?
No, they do not. Just within range, whichever one is.
They're life force.
I believe. I will double check here. I will be fair.
Oops.
Let me
But
get
I want the
my
hit points.
I did my total instead of 10.
Because I'm out here trying to get Chad a fucking kill tonight.
I mean, I will also switch gears and cast something else as
No.
Alondra, you are a player first.
That's what he does. He allows us to level up. That's his fault.
Okay, I'm sorry. It looks like this is only within 30 feet, which everyone else is out of. So I will be giving Booker plus 10 hit points.
There we
And
go.
yourself.
and all of his critters because they are all within range. So all of your bookshelves and your mannequins all get plus 10 hit points.
All right, noted.
Yike.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry, fam. You guys are technically just outside of my range. I did
No
not check
worries.
before I chose this. My bad.
The
I'm
buffest
still
of
casting it as a
bookshelves.
reaction. Anyway, but yes, it does hit me with 20 at my AC of 15.
Save the books. They're actually clothing racks.
I'm sorry.
They just look like bookshelves because I couldn't find a quick clothing rack picture on Roll20.
That's
But
fine.
this is a
You're
high-end place, so they are still made out of wood. They have a top on them. They just have clothes, not books on them.
That's fine. Your
They could be
clothing
like
racks
the,
and
like,
your
really
mannequins all get plus 10.
They could be the like really ironic books that some department stores have. You know what I mean? Like
I don't
like,
know how
you
bougie this store is. Anyway,
super bougie.
hit me, homie.
Chat, roll me 3d8 plus 6.
God damn.
Instead of wood, imagine gold.
18.
Not as bad as I thought, honestly.
And I need you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Just had to say something.
I have been taunting chat for 5 episodes, and they have not done crap to me. So
It is time to die. Oh
well,
my
strength
wa.
saving throw. That
Yep.
was a spicy 6.
You are
I am not
knocked
strong.
prone by this trampling charge. And chat, can you please roll me a 1d20 plus 8 with advantage, as it is making a stomp attack as a bonus action because
Damn.
you
Oh,
fell
so-
victim to its trampling
Fucking
charge.
damn it.
How many attacks does this fucker get?
Only one if you beat the saving throw.
Yeah, only one if
so-
you don't get knocked prone.
So that's a 27 against your AC.
Unfortunately, that will hit. So I did not opt to buff myself.
And chat, can you roll me 3d10 plus 6? Please and thank you.
Sick.
That's it.
Thanks,
One,
chat.
one, one. What the fuck?
Minimum damage.
Minimum
baby.
damage.
That's
God
a
damn
crit.
it.
It doesn't matter.
Not how damage works, but I
Minimum-
appreciate you.
minimum
It
damage.
doesn't matter.
So
Critically missing. It's
Cool, I'm
fine.
gonna take that sad 9.
take that sad 9 and 10. You're up.
Amazing. So can I hear anything?
Oh yeah, you heard
Great.
everything that happened. Just the like massive. Just
I mean,
what does the
Yeah,
elephant
I
sound like?
I mostly wanted to know if I could hear.
You also
Yeah, that
hear me
one.
scream, "Oh shit!"
I was more curious if I heard the laments about the sauce, but that's fine. Great. So I'm gonna try and break myself out of this box.
Wait,
I guess.
wait a second. Hold on. Well, did she?
You're
Were
from
you- were you
what I
s-
can
were
see
you
of
s-
this map, you're pretty far away.
Were you yelling? Were you screaming about the sauce?
Oh my God, Zep! I said.
Absolutely.
Nox said, "I need to get out of here. I'm the only one who knows the recipe to the special sauce."
Yes, you 100%
You're
heard that.
75 feet away in a 5-foot box.
We all heard it. I don't know what you're
Great.
talking about.
10 is motivated. She said, I never had a chance at tainted sauce.
Now
So
we're
she's
talking,
gonna.
Jen.
I
Yeah.
offered you the taste.
I said untainted.
That is fair.
Great. So, gonna try and, I guess, bust through my door with presumably an unarmed strike first. So that's fine. That's a 26.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. Bang. What is my damage on that? It's just 4 straight damage.
Yeah, and as you do you have more than one attack? Do you want to do a couple? You hit the door and the door kind of like you feel it kind of start to crack, and you feel this like weird kind of crackling energy coming from the door, and it feels pretty good. It's like warm, it's fuzzy. You kind of want to hit it again, but it's not like mechanically forcing you to hit it again, but it feels good to hit this door.
It feels good to hit this door. All right, well then I guess we'll bust out the sharp boy. That is, dang, I like that these numbers are popping. So that's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh. And that's an 8 damage.
So that is 12 total.
Yes.
Nestor, can you enter elephant stage right, please? Make the noise, dude.
I know what you want me to do. I just don't want to do it.
So Nox farts.
He's trapped in a cage of emotions, though.
And you
was a bad choice.
and 10, you hear just another elephant, just this another patron just bubbles up, and just massive elephant just bursts out of them. And the elephant just like, you hear it kind of cry out in pain for a second, and then it shakes its head off. And then it shakes its head off and charges straight at Booker.
Son of a bitch.
And it kind of knocks this thing off to the side. Boom, like that.
Sick.
Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 8, please? $25. Look, we're rolling fire today, guys. I've been praying to the bot all week, and it's paying off. Can you roll me 3d8 plus 6 as again, chat?
But also roll minimum damage again. That was great.
I believe in you.
I believe in chat to roll maximum damage.
I believe in the bot specifically to roll minimum damage.
Hashtag Brewmaster. Yeah, I'll take it. That's pretty average.
That's fair. That's valid.
18 damage it is, and I need to make a save.
Yes, you also need to make a strength save.
Yeah, I fucking fail with a 2.
R.I.P.
Oh, no,
dude.
baby.
Wait, is that a critical fail, or do you just not, or just you do not have?
I
any
do not
pluses
have
to
a modifier, and I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Yikes.
Oh, it's not minimum. Yeah, chat. Why don't you roll me a 3d10
you
plus
maintain
6?
Concentration, though. Let's go. I still have 3 baddies.
Yep.
Blessed.
Fucking 1. There it is.
It'll hit before it. Oh, that's damage, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. That's 21 damage, and you are also prone. You both Booker and Fiona are prone. Let's
Guys,
go.
this doesn't feel good. Also, Apu, I don't like how happy this makes you.
I love how happy it makes everybody. Present company excluded.
I need to roll for that.
Dang, I'm
I
happy
make
that
my
Apu's happy, though.
It's actually almost impossible for me to fail.
Yes. So Booker, it is your turn.
Bonus action, I'm going to tell my animated objects to attack the elephant that just attacked me. They are all within movement distance. So yeah, the other like sides of this elephant, I'm gonna have flanked by these fucking inanimate objects. As as 2 mannequins and a clothing rack descend upon it. I have 1 dice set aside for the large one, and I have 2 for the mediums. Let's roll for their attacks. So the huge guy, the clothing rack, critically misses.
F.
Super exciting. The mediums hit on an 11 and a dirty 20.
So the 11 is going to miss. The dirty 20 is going to hit. Can you roll me a? Can you just roll me a concentration check, please?
Yeah. The damage for the one that hits is 9 damage before I roll that concentration check. The
Okay.
concentration check is going to be a 24.
Okay. You manage to keep the form of the one that critically failed.
Great. And as my movement, I will stand up because fuck being prone. And then I will try to reach out and touch this elephant in front of me with a shocking
Reach
grasp.
out, touch me.
Touch faith.
We did say I'm under the effect of my drugs still, correct?
Correct.
That is going to be a 13 to hit.
That is a hit.
Fuck yeah. That will be 11 points of damage, and it cannot make opportunity attacks until its next turn.
Okay.
Brittle. Excuse you, chat.
No
Chat wants
oppos.
blood. They have 2 elephants.
You doing anything else?
That is my turn. I stood up, which is half my movement, which means
Yep.
it doesn't mean a whole lot because I'm a dwarf. I used my bonus action to command my minions, and I attacked. So yeah, I'm good.
Great. It is going to be the elephant kind of right in front of you, Booker. It is going to turn and just try and just gore Fiona with a tusk. Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 8, please?
Too much metal for one hand.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, and that's with advantage. So that's a 24 because you're prone.
Yep.
Let's go. Save by advantage. Why can't we just have this every single time? And now let's roll a 3d8 plus 6, please.
Jesus. Thanks, Bonk, for knowing my secrets.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I want you to be more Hulk and less Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, I'll heal you less, but I'll do more damage. Is the key.
So that is
Fuck.
a 22. That's just a little bit above average. All right, that's not that much above average.
That's fine. I'm hurting
It's
regardless.
Still good damage.
I'm hurting a lot.
Good. That's that's one thing that we haven't really heard this entire campaign from you.
You're correct. This is the most damage I've taken this entire campaign, or I think anyone has taken this entire campaign, aside from the one time you've killed the one death that's occurred.
Whoa. The most damage in the party was when I hit Nestor with a lightning bolt.
You are correct. That was the most damage anyone in the party has taken in one chop of
72.
No,
All
we
right.
decided it wasn't doubled, but it was still the most damage.
it was
Oh,
it was
yeah.
36, but it was still a lot.
Okay.
Wait, no. Well, but since then I've beaten that because I hit like a 52 or something with one of my sneak plus assassinate plus.
That's you doing damage.
But
to
against
me.
one of us.
No, against a
I've done-
Oh,
party
against
member.
one of us. Oh,
Yeah, against a party member, the worst was
Oh yeah, I took the 36.
Two-
Yeah. Fuck you,
well,
two
Booker.
let's-
knots.
Yeah.
L-
Who has
let's try and get
incidental
let's try and get this death right now. I'm ready for this. Chat, roll me
Excuse
a
you.
1d20 plus 8 with advantage. So we'll be rolling
Murder.
2 of those 1d20 plus 8s.
I'm sorry, who's getting an attack now?
The other elephant.
Who already took his turn, and I haven't had an turn initiative yet, so that's wrong.
But is it wrong though? Is it wrong? It's not wrong.
How are they taking turns on separate initiative? I have a question.
Well, they're two different bad guys.
Yeah, but the first bad
Legendary
guy
feat.
already got action against me, so I'm just checking.
There's some other factors at play here.
Fine, it's it's a 13, which does not hit me.
Or it's the 11, which was before that.
No, because it has
Yes.
advantage because I'm still prone, but it's a 13 still does not hit me.
That's true.
Yep.
Look, I'm going to clarify the rules, and then I will follow the rules.
there are other things happening here right now.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
There's
shit.
an invisible caster in this encounter.
Fuck.
And as this elephant tries to gore you, Fiona, it just whiffs, and you are up.
I recommend standing up as well.
I don't need to do that necessarily. Hang on. Okay. Great. If it is my turn. Shit. Did. Well, I mean, since no one else has really gotten hurt, I'm gonna fucking blink.
Bye.
See ya!
What do you mean no one else has gotten hurt?
Not comparatively.
Fair.
So I don't need to take my healing prayer yet. Yeah, so I'm gonna blink.
Okay, and
That's-
so you just you zip into the astral plane or something like that, right?
Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna disappear. If you want, I will.
Cool.
In the past, what we have done is I have rolled spell attack to see if I make it, and then we've done a check to see if I maintain it or not in subsequent rounds. However you want to do it, though, because it's not real specific.
Yeah, let me look it up here. Blink.
Yeah, it's not.
So
Every time
so
I've done this.
I made you roll last time because you were being like directly contested at the time, which you're not being right now because you were like
Sure.
being actively grabbed.
Right.
Roll.
That's why I'm like, I'm not super clear
you
on.
appear in the ethereal plane. Yep. Great.
I mean,
So you blink, and
great.
and when you blink,
Mm-hmm.
you see in front of you, you see 10 and Nox with these giant kind of like matrix like hoses coming out of the back of their necks.
Nope. Hard pass. Do not like. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and they're in these kind of semi-translucent boxes as they're hooked up to these like mechanical kind of this like mechanical hose that's like coming right out of the like top of your spinal cord. Nox and 10. That is what I know that you were just gone, but that's what Fiona sees in the ethereal plane when she blinks over there.
Got you.
Yeah. She screams, "Oh shit," aware that no one can hear her.
So Fiona and Nox hear this "oh shit" scream.
10 and Nox, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yep, that one.
Yep. Oh shit!
And 10 and Nox, you guys just you hear this kind of scream, and it's a little echoey. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the same room. Because you guys are just still seeing the dressing rooms. And Fiona, can you do anything else? Are you moving?
I mean, I don't think I can because I'm technically in another plane.
Okay.
So I will abide by the technical rules instead of the literal rules.
Copy that. Nox, you are up.
Okay. Nox remembers that in space code, ADA code, you can't have a hard door without a from floor to ceiling. You need to have a crawl space underneath. So Nox attempts to crawl under the door. Boom. Broke your trap.
Got him. Game broken.
Yep. Got him. No, I want to take like a I'm in a perception check of some sort, maybe perception, maybe investigation, like around the door, looking for like a button, maybe around the not the door, around the whole changing room. Button
why don't you
escape
roll me?
hatch,
Why don't you roll an investigation as you're like trying to like you're trying to like look underneath the bench, you're like trying to like see if you can like pop out a ceiling tile if those even exist. Chat, roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please. Oh, yikes.
Yikes. Yeah, 13. Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of like start poking around for stuff, and there is a you kind of like you come to a mirror, and you kind of like start looking at the mirror, and that shit looks real fucking breakable.
I actually have a way crazier idea, so I'm gonna fucking roll with that.
Okay.
Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking no, I'm not. All right, fine. I will strike. No, I will not strike the mirror. I will continue to strike the door. With this time, I've pulled out my short sword, though. Just one attack. 14.
That is a hit.
Uh, 5 damage to the door.
And Fiona, you see the elephant in front of you just get this like kind of like weird cut on its side. That's almost like it was made from a short sword, and it rears up in pain and screams. And
I'll use my second attack to hit the mirror, though.
Okay.
Like, I think that Nox, what he's really doing is he's like taking the short sword and just swinging it side to side and kind of around to see if he finds a hole somewhere. But yeah, and I hit a 24.
Yeah, and the mirror just shatters. And it just shatters in these like kind of like fine particles that almost kind of seem like snow. And you like reach your hand out and they're kind of cold to the touch. And as the dressing room kind of just like melts down around you, I'm gonna need Fiona and Booker to wait for chat to roll a 1d20 plus 3, as this is a ranged spell attack and not a saving throw as I thought it was.
God damn it. Does it still count if I'm on another plane, though?
Oh, no, you're right. You are not being hit by this. Sorry, Booker. It's just you.
Actually, is it just Fiona? Like, that would be more fun.
That is another option. It could just be Fiona.
No. So that is a 13 to hit.
13 to hit would normally hit because I'm on drugs, but I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
So you're at your normal AC now.
So I am at an 18 AC for the round.
I'll be
'Cause
back.
Fuck random mirror breaking
Soon
and
you'll
damage.
see.
Yeah, and you kind of just like the dressing room starts to like, it's kind of like a column, and it starts to kind of dissipate, and you just feel this whoosh of cold air as this ray of frost just comes straight out of it, and you manage to dodge easy, no problem. And the dressing room is gone, and you see Nox in this really good-looking suit standing in front of you. 10.
Was the damage that I did to the door visible? Could I tell that it was damaged?
Yeah, it started cracking a little bit, not nearly as much as it should have.
Okay.
And it also had this kind of weird magical energy that you felt run through your hand as you struck it.
Right. I just wondered if she, first thought was going to be like, if I could kind of like do a knock test and see what the weakest mole might be. But if I can see damage on the door, I'll just keep pounding on them. Great. We're going to continue to attack a door. Words I've said in my life. Attacking with the blade, so that is a 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nine damage. Second attack, 17 to hit. Yeah, I can do math.
So 9 damage, yeah, and that's a 17 is a hit.
Yeah. 7 extra damage.
That's 16 total. And
Yes.
Booker, the elephant in front of you, just gets these 2 cut marks as it reels back in pain. And the door just shatters, and all of the wood shards start kind of twirling around in this kind of like swirling. And Booker, I need you to make a dex saving throw as they just ignite in this like radiant yellow light and fly straight at you.
Dex saving throw is 12.
Oh, that's not going to do it. Chat, can you roll me a 1d8, please? Minimum
6.
damage. Son of a bitch.
Oh, damn.
So you take
You know what? Just for you, chat, I will take it.
you take 1 radiant damage. As this dressing room just cast a sacred flame at you, boy. And 10, you walk straight out, and you are met with these 2 giant elephants attacking Booker, and you do not see Fiona anywhere. Across the hall is Nox, and his dressing room is just gone completely.
You also see 2 mannequins and a clothing rack attacking the elephants.
As long as I see them attacking the elephants, I won't have to ask whose side they're on.
There's a blue electrical charge running through them, if that matters. I did take a point of damage, so I have to roll for concentration. And I make it with an 11.
Okay, noted. Your concentration
Metal.
holds. Booker, it is your turn.
I have already given my minions an order, so they will continue to act it out. They are going to attack the elephant that is on me. My huge big boy gets a... I have to look up their stats every time. A 27 to hit.
That is a hit.
Great. That'll be 2d12 plus 4. Because 5th level spells are awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's 21 points of damage. And then a 24 to hit and a 9 probably misses.
The 24, 9 misses, 24 hits.
Great. The other one will take, or the other attack will deal 12 points of damage. So that's a total of, I already forgot what I said. Yeah, 21 plus 6, 28, 20, 30 damage in total from 2 attacks from my minions.
Perfect. And this elephant is starting to look a little bloodied.
Dope. I am going to move 15 feet over to be next to this mannequin. I think that provokes an attack of opportunity from this elephant.
I think it does as well. Chat, can you roll me a 1d8 or 1d20 plus 8? The elephant's in the dressing room. 14 to hit.
That would normally be a miss, but I'm on drugs, so that's a hit.
Bonked. Chat, can you roll me a 3d8 plus 6, please? $23. Let's go.
Holy shit. All right.
Now that is the kind of quality rolls that I'm talking about.
I do make my concentration so my minions don't go away. I will take 23 damage, but I'm going to move there to line them up in a line, and I'm going to cast a 4th level lightning bolt on them.
Oh shit.
They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
And they do not have good decks as giant elephants. No, they do not.
Chat, roll that
can you
2d20.
please? Yeah, can you please roll me 2d20 because they have negative decks?
Noise.
Ooh, so that's a dirty 1 and a 4.
They're both going to take 36 points of lightning damage.
Holy shit. 36?
36 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Ciao.
I am then going to burn 2 sorcery points to be able to cast another spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to start a fire on this mammoth that is closer to me as a bonfire erupts underneath it. He needs to roll another dex save.
Okay, chat, can you roll me a 1d20, please? That is a 17.
It takes no damage.
Yes.
But there is now a fire underneath it, so if it doesn't move, it will stay in the fire.
Yep.
JK, I'm not keeping concentration on the spell. It only erupts for a second.
Are you sure you don't want to keep concentration on the spell, Mark?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Just a small bonfire erupts from underneath it, and then it dissipates immediately.
Apuya, you said 17, it was 18. The elephants have a -1 modifier, and the bot can't do negative numbers, so I was adding that, yes. Can you draw up how this elephant gets fried and dies?
Little Sizzle did it.
Yeah, so Booker like sidesteps, gets like slapped with a husk, and as he like turns back around, it's definitely like hands just slap together, begin to create an arc. That arc turns into like a 3-foot wide ball of lightning, and then it shoots through the first one and then just makes a connection with the second one as this one just shoots back like 30 or 40 feet, just sparking in the distance as the smell of burnt hair fills the room.
And it's gone. Elephant burgers.
Crunchy.
All right, chat.
We
I was
were
not
complaining
expecting
about breakfast food.
I was not expecting that much damage so fast. So my plans are getting foiled. But we did good. This bodes well if there is another encounter. We've got him on the ropes, guys.
If it makes you feel good, I've spent all of my good spells so far. I've dropped a 5th level and a 4th level.
Well, I've got so many slots left. It's fine, guys. We're fine.
I'm a sorcerer. I can get back all my spell slots as a bonus action.
Booker, the chat has it out for you, dude.
I'm the only one in this dimension they can see.
No, it can see 10 and 10 and Nox are here.
We're all free. We're just sitting quiet, apparently.
There is a lot of animated furniture in between them and you. So, no, I am the only one they can see.
All right.
And chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 8, please?
It's fine, chat. I am
myself.
not only the caster, I am also the tank. Have you seen my hit points?
Mm-hmm. Tank.
That's for real.
That's what you're defined by.
Yeah. No, that 23 definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's roll a 3d8 plus 6, please.
Oh, the bot's struggling.
That's 18. Host if I type the word roll.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's
I
not
make my
fine.
concentration because I still got my baddies.
Okay. Fiona, do you have to roll to stay in the ethereal plane?
Correct. Let me double check. I think I have to roll above an 11. What is this? Yeah, I have to roll above an 11 to stay. And I definitely did not. So I am going to blink back in, but I can blink back in within 10 feet of my position.
Totally.
So, let me just see what that means. Great. I'm going to blink back in right over here.
Yeah, and you would definitely, I think, have advantage on this attack because you're behind it, and you were not there a second ago.
Fantastic. Well, in that case, I won't burn any spell slots, and I will fire off my 2 Eldritch Blasts at this fucker. Which was not my original plan, but I'll take it. That's gonna be a 16 and a 13.
Those are actually both hits.
Oh, delightful. In that case, sorry, let me switch windows here. Rock on. I'm gonna do a total of 13 damage to this asshole.
And an asshole it is, as it just reels back in pain. I can't do the elephant noise. I can't.
But
That's my best. That's my best elephant noise.
Cool, but it's not dead yet, right?
It is not.
Cool. Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon to hover above it in a menace.
Spiritual weapon.
My mode. If you don't have that trapped, you're wrong.
Did I say I feel like I guess I didn't save that from last time, but don't worry, I'll get it back.
I believe in you.
I'll get it back.
I think it was this one. Yep, there it is.
Yep, that's the one. The giant creepy mace with the skull head with the glowing eyes and the flaming.
And
yep. That's the one.
I have saved it so I can easily get it for the next time.
Bless.
And that's probably going to hover kind of over here.
Yeah, it's gonna hover whatever you want to call directly above the elephant's head.
Fictionally, it is above the elephant's head, but I'm going to put it to the side of you because stacking
That's
tokens
fine.
is
fine. We'll take
is
it.
cluttery.
That's valid.
Do it.
Or it can go over here. It can go on the elephant's head. There you go. How about
Easy.
Bless. Love it.
And does it attack?
This is a point of contention that I have yet to determine. So anyone who's better at playing a cleric than I am, let me know. My understanding is that, well, it says on a bonus action, I can move the weapon and attack against a creature within 5 feet of it.
I think that, and Nestor, correct me if I'm wrong. We've been playing that it's not fun just to like summon it and not have it attack on your turn. I think that's how we played it. Yeah. Played it with Thoramore, right?
Historically, up to this point, I can cast it as a bonus action and then use it, and then on my next bonus action, move it and use it.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Cool. We've done it both ways in this campaign, so I'm willing to take it.
Yeah, my understanding is you use your action and then your bonus action, so it still takes a turn to get your first one, but on subsequent turns, it's only a bonus.
That's why I haven't attacked with it when I initially summon it.
Yeah.
Previously.
My strongest frame of reference is that up to this point, in every occasion in which I summoned it in TM, you let me attack with it.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
I did that because I think it's kind of... What's up?
No, just reading it. So casting time is a bonus action, and when you cast it, you get to make an attack. On subsequent turns, you can move it up.
Move it and attack.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Great.
You have to spawn it within distance. You don't get to spawn it and then move it.
I just want it on the record that this is an example that Zep the DM followed a rule.
And I appreciate you for it. So you're letting me take an attack on the...
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is what we've rolled? Great. In that case, this guy takes 9 damage. As this giant skull-headed mace whaps down on his head.
And it makes a big mace skull divot in his skull. And he's starting to look real bad. Knox.
Bless.
Sorry, I know that I stepped away right as probably as you were telling me, but the trap is now completely down. I see that
correct.
Bonk's minions attacking the elephant, right?
Oh yeah.
Am I still in the suit?
Oh yeah. It looks fly as fuck. Tom Ford, but better.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Space Tom Ford.
I will.
That's just the only high-end suit brand I know.
No, that's perfectly. Yes. No, good job. You did it.
We also gave you Hugo Boss as a freebie, but
Booker has a crush.
I will make
Tom Ford's great.
I will make a move towards the elephant and strike it with my short swords.
You're a 25. What's your movement like?
My movement's 30, but my short swords have a range of 5 feet.
Wouldn't that mean that you have to? That's just melee range.
Yeah, you have to be touching.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to be touching for it?
You can't quite.
I thought that was the whole point of the range.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to be within 5 feet of you. Currently, the only thing within 5 feet of you would be the bookshelf.
Copy. I will just take the dash action. I misunderstood how that worked. Okay. And I will fucking hit these bad boys.
Are you taking an action surge? How are you taking a dash and attacking?
He's a thief.
I have 2 action. Yeah.
Oh, right. Bonus action dash. Bonus action. Oh, but you're using your dash dodge disengaged.
Correct. My what's it fucking called? You know, the hoobity wop it.
The one that you used to go hide and destroy me every time you go into a fight. Got it. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
And then 13 to hit.
That is a.
Oh, excuse me. No, that's not a 13. I did the math wrong. 10 to hit.
That is a miss.
Excellent. Good for you.
That was a pleasant surprise. Usually, when people in my games do the math wrong, they haven't added modifiers.
Well, I mean, no matter what, I'm still gonna fucking sneak attack this bad boy.
Yes, sneak attack applies. You are correct. You are correct. Sneak attack applies.
13 damage. Whoa. Using a superiority die is not a. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, and then I'll go ahead and do distracting strike, and I'll expend a superiority die for that.
Yeah, so it's some of the maneuvers are bonus
Some of them
actions, some of them are
require- yeah.
not. Yeah, so you have to read the actual text.
Yeah, some are on hit effects, which are awesome.
So what did I say originally? 10, 11
I think Pylos
plus
just killed
4
the
is
game at
15. Oh yeah, if you're at 12, I killed it for sure because I'm at.
No.
18.
Bonk is at 12.
Bonk is at 12.
Oh, 18. Oh, I'm sorry. 18 damage total.
It doesn't quite die, but it is like bleeding profusely out of many cuts and stabs and gouges and shock burns.
And the next person has advantage. So I think that I'm just gonna draw you up a little fiction here. I think that Nox jumps and slides over one of these shelves and lands with his sword with one sword into the side of this elephant, and maybe has just enough reach to grab one of these tusks that I'm seeing in this picture, and just starts pulling on it, and that's the distraction he's creating for the next person to have advantage.
Oh yeah, and it's just I can't do it, dude. Oh, I'm gonna practice my elephant for next.
You
episode.
never play the trumpet or anything like that before?
Nah, dude.
How many people you think have
I played
the
orchestra. I played orchestra in high school. I was a bass player.
Same.
How many people
Can't
do you think
help
have played
you.
the trumpet? Is that your question?
Yes.
I mean, I knew a lot of trumpet players.
Okay.
I'm
Anybody?
comfortable,
Okay.
they're
How many
comfortable.
people in chat have know how to play the trumpet or played it? We need to know. Pylos thinks it's literally everybody, but
No, not literally everybody. I just know a lot of people who have
And he knows you. You should probably know how to play the trumpet by now.
I mean, that Apu has a fair point.
Just come into my brain.
We could recycle the Delta Green soundboard into a Mithril soundboard and include pachyderm noises.
Mm-hmm.
Since I don't think we're going to need quite so many planes landing anymore.
Oh, there's.
Anyway,
You
okay.
don't even know
That's
what's
what
coming
you
for
think.
Twisted Myth.
Bluey, be quiet.
I
but
play a little
anyways,
trumpet. Thank
yeah.
you, Bluey.
Yeah.
Is that little trumpet
Oh,
called
little
a
trumpet.
harmonica?
No, he just plays a tiny trumpet.
You
Yeah,
played
I
the
play a-
trumpet? How did I not know this?
Okay.
Bluey, if you tell me you were in the WHS band, I'm gonna lose it.
Give me a video elephant sound effects, guys. Come on. I'm sorry. Apu, I'm gonna work on this quality content for you, okay? I'm gonna work on it. And
I smell blood and I want that kill. Anyway,
Whose turn is it?
It is
yeah, Nox
Ten's
is
turn.
holding the tusk of one of these elephants, just trying to keep it distracted for 10.
Great. 10 is gonna run on up and appreciate that distraction as she does her favorite thing. Yes, that's a stabby. That's a 19.
that is a hit.
God bless the stabby.
9 damage.
Okay, and you're doing 2.
If I have to.
You done diddly do have to.
Oh, okay. Good to know. All right. Well, that's a sorry. What did I just plus 7? That's a 15 to hit.
That is also a hit.
Great.
Yeah, please hit twice.
Hurt them, save
we
me,
were
save me.
close. We were close. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more damage.
That does it. How do you
Okay,
kill this
great.
elephant? Let's fucking go.
So, are you? You're in the front with the tusk, yeah. So it sounds
Yeah,
like I'm
one of my
coming up
swords is
from
in
the
his
rear.
side.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of
I'm coming up from the rear, and I'm just doing a double slash where I can try and slice this boy in half as best I can. Apparently it takes 2 swings, so it's maybe not the cleanest cut, but he's splitsies.
Oh yeah, he is 100% splitsies as you just come down and slice him. Gone. Halved him.
Delightful.
And we are going to take it out of combat. Chat, we were really close. You know, this was I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us, guys. We almost did it.
But you didn't.
Did you though? Did you though?
Nesta, you're not
They
allowed to
almost
taunt
got
chat
one.
when you're still at full health.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's exactly when I can taunt chat. Taunt chat. Jesus. That's exactly when I can't taunt chant.
20, I will lightning bolt that. It'll be fine.
Taunt chat. Say that 10 times fast.
Taunt chat, taunt chat,
Taunt chat. No.
Chat.
I don't like it.
Don't
Cool.
taunt chat.
Yeah.
And
As we move out of combat, I'm just gonna say a nice prayer of healing, and anyone who needs to get 15 heat points back.
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, you can have that, homie.
Can I give mine to him?
I don't think that's how it works, but I appreciate your teamwork.
Not
tried.
Can I take a second wind and use it to hype up Booker? You got this, bro! And then he gets to roll 1d10 plus 5.
Like the reverse of vicious mockery.
Second wind is only for you, right? Or can you give second wind to somebody else?
Yes, that is 100. No,
It's
I am 100% kidding. Yeah.
I was like, you're memeing me right now, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Correct. Don't worry, I have other tricks up my sleeve, but we're going to start with that.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about it because when I die, it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway,
We
Same
almost
season.
did it.
at this point, considering I still have concentration, high constitution scores, I will have the mannequins grab some dresses off of the rack that is also animated and hand them over to Fiona and 10.
Okay, and 10, you're still in the dress, and Nox, you're still in the suit.
Perfect.
Did I get blood on it? Did I get elephant blood on my dress?
Why don't you roll me a dex save? Chat, roll me 1d20 plus 5, please.
The important rolls.
Yeah, these are the really important rolls here. It's a 16.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make that. Yeah, no, I got a 10.
Yeah, so you got the elephant. 10 rolled a 10, but there's definitely a couple blood stains on this dress. Probably like one like right like the big one is like going right down your like right side.
Oops. Good thing I didn't pay for it.
So yeah, I'll just have the mannequins hand both Fiona and 10 dresses. The dress handed to 10 will be the blue version of her dress with a lace back instead of a leather back. And then for Fiona will just be like a like power jumpsuit, but with like these like sick like leather lapels that come with it, and it's just sleeveless.
And she comes out and goes, "Vote
like a
for
power jump
Miss
suit.
Fiona."
She just kind of looks at it like and gives you kind of a look. I'm fine, thanks. Okay.
I will then have the mannequins start trying to pick out clothes for me, and I have no idea what I'm.
The mannequin's just like, no, just pick one.
I walk up to Booker and pat him on the shoulder, and I'm just like, I appreciate the effort, though, and I give him an additional cure wounds for another 9 HP.
I will take it.
I thought you might.
Not enough, but I will take it.
More than 0. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry. Should have gone faster, dude.
I always like. For me, it's like it's like a mini game inside of the game. I'm always trying to like vote just before, like just to fuck up the thing just before, you know. Sometimes I miss.
And we appreciate you for it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sometimes
You
I
lost
hit and
this
break
one.
up the four-way tie.
Yeah, and as you guys are like, as the mannequins are like kind of like searching for kind of dresses, how long is the cast time on your animate objects? Is it like
It's
an
1
hour?
minute, so they have about 30
Okay.
seconds of pulling
Yeah.
a costume. And I just Googled men's avant-garde design, and I think I found the fashion that Booker is going to walk out of here with.
Oh no. I'm excited and scared, to quote Into the Woods.
Feel free to post that link in chat there, Bonk, so we can all see what you're going for. And
Oh dang. Yep, that's a choice. That
Avant-garde.
is what Booker walks out in, except it has a spray of mammoth blood on the left side of it. So it goes from black to white to red gradient.
So it's the Alexander McQueen version.
Perfect. Yes.
yep, that is what it sounds like. And you guys, and as your mannequins kind of start to fizzle out, and they come up to you with this outfit, it's just kind of, it's walking towards you, then it kind of freezes up as it becomes inanimate again and just like falls into your arms with this outfit. Its last act was to get you this masterpiece, and the walls, they kind of just come back into a normal room space instead of this like weird, almost Matrix like infinite area. And you guys just hear the sound of rushing water coming from straight in front of you, and a call of an orangutan coming straight from the door in front of you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not that excited about another run-in.
No,
Well,
but
you can stay in the back.
Yeah,
You're good at
but-
distance stuff, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine, but seems like a lot of a ton of effort to get. What exactly is Nox going for? Sorry, I got hit for a run-in. Drax? What the fuck? Brax. There we go. I know names.
yeah, no one's really told us what we're supposed to actually be. Is the problem.
So
Wow.
the actual verbiage was, it is something that takes thoughts and memories and fantasies and turns them and manifests them in a physical form.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like we are going to have to go look around this place to see if maybe there's a storefront that's just like Crazy Town, products for all.
Yeah, it just sounds like we're chasing a boogeyman.
I think that's all there is boogeymen at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, tally ho.
After you.
And you guys, cross the threshold of this door, and you are met with just you guys are in kind of what looks like the Amazon rainforest. There is you guys are kind of on a cliff over about 20 feet above just this raging river that's below you. The moss is on the ground. There is a kind of small little trail that is cut into the rock over to your left, and below you 20 feet down on the other side of this raging river, you see just the undergrowth of the rainforest kind of spread out. And down on the left side past this trail, you see a cave. And when I say trail, I mean it's like one of those like cliffside paths that has it's like 4 inches of step, and then it's like sheer drop kind of a thing.
Very subtle. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Cool. I want to cast Pass Without Trace on everyone.
Good old super stealth time.
10,000%. Y'all get plus 10 to your stealth
Sick.
as we creep down this terrifying pathway.
Why doesn't everybody roll me either a strength or an acrobatics check, whichever one is higher.
Roll acrobatics. It's a dex.
To see if anything fun happens on as you guys are going around here on this little tight cliffside trail. Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 6, please? Giant rolling boulder.
Can you roll me a 1d20 plus 20?
Yeah, everybody roll acrobatics because that's what you get your check on.
That's that's a 23. Somebody who's not Nox may not have beaten that.
I hate this. So it's the skill, and I rolled a nat 20, but that only makes it a 22. I think I still failed.
No, a nat 20. If you rolled a nat 20, that's a critical success. Period. All right. That is something that I believe in firmly.
Okay. I will take it.
There is always a chance for a critical success, no matter what. Boom. Yeah. So
I rolled,
everybody else?
I rolled a 25.
26.
In a stunning bout of irony, I only got an 18.
Yeah, so I think as you guys are kind of like backs to the wall, Booker, you this is like you're like mechanical kind of like wings behind you, or like makes it so you probably can't like get your back as close enough to the wall as everyone else. No, wait, you got a nat 20. Never mind.
Yeah,
dude, your wings are great.
My wings
Yeah, me.
need planted.
Me.
Yeah, Fiona, you fall down, and like you
Cool.
you don't know what the fuck happened. You know, this is usually like your shtick. you're usually great at this, but you just kind of like you just eat it and fall.
Great.
What does everybody do here?
I will make an attempt to catch her.
How
Like,
big is the
She's
fall?
not. Yeah.
Fall. It
yeah.
is a 20-foot fall into a raging whitewater river, rainforest style.
I will make an attempt to catch her.
I will assist you.
Why don't you roll me a Fiona? Why don't you roll me a 1d20 and add your dex to it.
So a dex throw, a dex save, if you will.
Yep.
Well, that's what I have. Is that what I have to beat, or what's the story?
Yeah. So you are gonna have to beat that with you
And
are
if
gonna
she's
need
assisting
to.
me, I get advantage.
Correct.
Okay, on a strength saving throw. What do you want?
Dex.
Yeah. So I think that this would so I could go with so Fiona, you're rolling dex. I could be convinced to let you roll strength.
I'm not gonna try and convince you. I want you to tell me what you
Yeah. That's fine.
6 to 1 half of it. Okay.
Yeah. What was the your roll, Fiona?
I rolled an 11 on dex.
Oh, I rolled a 15.
So he didn't even have to use luck. Wow.
No, I thought about it, and then you asked her what her roll was, and I was like, oh, too late. I can't.
For luck, it says that you know what you use it after you know the outcome of the roll.
Oh, I thought it was before you know the outcome roll. Oh, my bad. Okay, I misread it. No, yeah, but before the outcome is determined.
Oh.
You can choose to spend the luck point after you roll the dice, but before the outcome is determined.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Either way, I assume that means that
You 100% managed to grab your hand as you're falling, and you escape a fun whitewater river experience.
Yeah, Booker.
I would hate to be
the-
killed by anyone but chat.
Booker will close like the weird panel he has on his wrist that he hasn't used yet, because he was about to cast a spell to catch her as well.
I'll just
Yeah,
let
and-
Nox haul me up and just be like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was.
All good. All good. All good. And Nox is like staring down at the whitewater rafting, just trying to like slowly keep walking.
As I'm gripping his hand,
All
I will
good.
cast guidance on
All
him.
good.
Because it's a cantrip and I can do it whenever I want.
Next up on broken cantrips that are totally broken, guidance.
How far across? Like, how far are we on this ledge?
Yeah, it's just so you're probably about two thirds of the way across. It's not a super long kind of ledge. It's basically just
And is there like the only thing we can see is like the other side, the other landing of the ledge, and
Yep.
the whitewater rafting below us?
Yep, yeah. Think of it like Uncharted / indie
Yeah.
style, like jungle cliff cave.
Okay,
cave
I
walk.
will just continue to walk and try and be the first person on the other side.
Yeah, so you guys managed to make it to the other side, no problems. You get to the front of this cave, and it is just this kind of wide-mouthed cave. It goes just darkness that goes in as far as the eye can see, except there's this little speck of what looks like a fire, probably like a few hundred yards into the cave. Oh, and one thing that you also see is that at the very top of the arch of this cave, chiseled into a rock, is a skull that has glowing green eyes.
Okay. I am going to pull out my tinderbox and torch from my bag.
I'm gonna pull out my mace.
In AuroraZero. Oh wait, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna pull out my mace that has a skull head with a corona of flame and glowing eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Fiona. So, this doesn't happen to be familiar for you, does it?
No idea, but we're going to find out.
Do I recognize this like religious symbol?
Why don't you roll me religion? What?
Sick.
Where would you think it would be from?
I'm just trying to track my brain. Like, there are a couple of books that are from the farm that I've probably read. I am trained in religion. I got a 17.
Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 5, please?
But like, skull with glowing eyes, and the fact that someone else in the party has had skull with flames.
I mean, I'll assist you if that's permitted.
He doesn't need assist. He beat the roll. That was an 11.
Rock on.
Yeah. So this is you have definitely like seen this symbol in a book before. It is associated with a cult that has been that has been long since not been heard from. And the cult's name is coincidentally the Red Skull.
Oh shit!
Cool.
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, not with green glowing eyes. I just...
No.
Fuck! I said green. No, it's called the Green Skull.
Green Skull. It is.
Cool. I was gonna say my skull goes red.
Yep.
Baller.
Sorry, I'm writing some lore here for the Green Skull really quick.
Sick.
Green Skull activist.
The colorblind skull.
Rainbow Skull Island.
Weird how coincidental that was.
Yeah, so you've definitely heard, like, have seen this symbol before. It is the Green Skull cult. They are famous for building these like elaborate temples that they use, that people are forced to use. It's kind of like a hazing, is that if they're trials.
Building temples is their hazing?
No, as in they build elaborate temples that are trials for new members. As to, like, if you want to be a part of the Green Skull, you have to complete the trials.
Got it. So they're not like frat bros. They're like, you have to build a temple or you're not in, man.
Bros, I hate it.
And you also have to drink 70 gallons of water.
Of course.
Obvi.
I'll convey that to the group. Like, hey, all. I think I read about these green skulls. They're like a fanatical cult type thing, and they build these temples that embody these trials that they make their members run through.
That sounds awful. Good thing Pass Without Trace is still standing because I'm in a concentration. Fiona says entirely in character.
I mean, I appreciate the aid, but can't help notice the resemblance of giant green flaming skull and the random skull scepters that you create. Is there a connection here? You have like a...
Look, my family has long been devotees of Cyric, the god of trickery. It's a long-standing tradition. I can't help you with that.
Repeat that god's name one more time.
Cyric, the god of trickery.
Thank you. Sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah. Cyric. Cyric.
Hey, it's...
We had
I mean, we have multiple shrines to Shanti. the goddess of grain. So
Yeah, it's no one really believes in it anymore. We had an ancestor way back when who supposedly was a devotee, so we sort of like it's a thing.
wait, is that like where you get your powers from, or is that like just a weird like coding, or?
You know, I don't know. That's where I got all my usernames on WoW from. Because why not?
Oh,
You gotta pick something, right? Yeah.
Wombat Overlords of Waverly.
Absolutely.
The
You play?
classic space MMO.
Oh god, I didn't know you played. We should totally friend up if we ever get into reality.
Reality where we can log in. Yeah.
You fight for the Horde, right?
Of course.
I knew I liked you, sort of.
Yeah, I still don't understand if you like anyone.
I don't. Don't be fooled.
I'd like everyone to make a dex saving throw, please. Chat, can you roll me a 1d20 plus 9?
The fuck? Everyone still has Pass Without Trace, which is a bonus to your dex.
Oh, it's a bonus to dex, really?
I mean,
not just stealth?
It's vague. It says it's a plus 10 bonus to dexterity, parentheses stealth. So however Zep wants to interpret that.
So the way skill checks work in 5th ed is they're all ability checks. However, if a relevant skill applies, you add the skill bonus.
Yeah, this would not be plus 10. This is a dodge.
Thank you. That's why I was like, I'm not sure how this works.
Yep. So what did y'all get? This is, you guys are trying to beat a 26.
Fail with an 18.
Yeah, nope.
God damn it, chat.
No, I got a dirty 20. That's just
yikes.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, so somebody did save.
Hey.
Rock on, Nox.
So can chat, can you please roll me a 1d10, please? As you guys hear this kind of noise, and Nox, you feel the ground kind of just like start to shake below you, and you manage to jump out of the way. That's a 2. So take 2 damage as from underneath the ground behind you, just this kind of catapult type mechanism of a wall of spikes just comes and comes slamming down, and everybody kind of dodges out of the way, and maybe gets caught with like one spike on your leg as 10 Booker and Fiona take 2 piercing damage, and Nox, you manage to easily kind of knock it away. And just this wall, probably like 10-foot wide wall of spikes, is now just on the ground, and you can see that there is probably the bodies of like 6 or 7 people in there, and one of them is still alive, as he is just like, you kind of like hear just gurgling blood as he just like coughs out some blood on this, just in front of your feet.
Sorry, we can see this guy, or we just hear this?
Oh yeah, no, you see him. He's there.
He's right in front of us. Okay.
Oh yeah, he is right in front of you, coughing out blood, almost on your foot.
The fuck?
Yeah, I think I think Nox draws his weapon,
and he looks up. It lured us in. It showed us what we wanted to see.
Who is it, friend?
The treasure. It showed us what we wanted to see, and we were fools. He coughs up some more blood. Don't be fooled. Turn back.
Where did you just come from? Are there any more traps?
It's rot with traps. We had a team of 20. I almost made it out.
Where are you from?
He coughs again. I'm from Aurora. And he doesn't get to finish the sentence.
I think Nox starts kind of slapping his face like, hey, stay with me. Hey, Aurora what?
He's dead.
Nobody got speak with dead?
Not that I'm willing to cast at this level for this fucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I could like add him to
Valid.
my head museum if you think he's gonna come back.
That
I'm
is
gonna
true.
I don't think he's
that.
I'm gonna go with fuck this guy. But if you want,
no. I think
Do you have another canister?
I mean, not ready. Honestly,
Oh.
I think these travelers have gone through enough. They probably just need their time to pass.
Lion!
Hog.
Dude,
18
coming in with the
months.
big 18-month pog. Holy shit. Let's go, dude. Dude, it feels like has not been 18 months. Big pog.
One of the OGs.
Big OG.
hell yeah.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind, I think I would like to. I mean, they passed through. They clearly were on some sort of quest. I wouldn't mind giving them a bit of a burial right. So I'm just gonna take a moment to pass on their remains, and I'll take that point to cast create bonfire and go ahead and clear out the corpses from the trap.
Cool. Yeah, they burn up.
Thanks for waiting, y'all. I don't know. That's got to mean something. But ready to blaze on through. It seems like there might be perils ahead, but if there's anyone who can get through it, I think it's us. Any takers for taking point?
Sure.
Yeah, and you guys cross the threshold, and you start walking into this cave. And interestingly enough, there are, as you're kind of being cautious, you guys have your torches out. There's no traps. There's no monsters. There's nothing like the wounded man from Aurora something described. And as you walk towards the end, you see you you see kind of just on a platform up 3 steps in a shaft of light on kind of a plinth, just this kind of tattered book.
We all heard him say it showed us what we wanted to see.
Yeah, I've never been excited about books, so
No, but maybe that's what we're looking for. A thing that changes reality.
Nox stands over it. Well, are you guys prepared to walk into a trap?
I don't know what else this would be.
I mean,
You're
wouldn't be the
definitely
first
already
time.
standing.
Fiona
in it.
follows him.
All right, pick up the book.
Yeah, and as soon as you guys pick up the book, nothing happens. You
We
guys
all
are
went home
fine.
happily.
Yes, you guys
You
all went
solved the
home
puzzle.
happily.
If only.
As soon as you pick up the book, this kind of green portal just appears behind. And it's not like these other portals that you've seen where you can't see through. You can absolutely see through to the other side. And on the other side of the room, you see a lab. And in that lab, there are 4 of these massive kind of tubes. Think like Bacta tanks from Star Wars. Like, you know, where they like the big tubes of liquid that you put the body in and it heals up, right?
Yeah.
Like glass so you can see in. And the one on the left is empty. And the 3 next to it, they have this like swirling metallic kind of substance in them. It kind of forms and then splits out into 2, bubbles about a little bit, and then it comes back in. And as you're kind of watching this, you see a couple kind of lab technicians kind of walk and check some of the instruments around the tanks. And Nox, you feel the book kind of getting warm in your hands.
we all see this, correct?
Correct.
I'll just go ahead and slap
Oh, go ahead.
Fiona on the side. Is that not exactly what Dithy said she saw?
Think you're right.
Does the book have any sort of visual thing happening? Like any sort of like the warmth that it's...
So you're just feeling the book kind of get warm. It kind of like feels like a piece of electronic equipment that has been turned on, like that type of getting warm.
And what happens when I like flip through it?
So you kind of like start flipping through the pages, and the pages are blank. And as you start flipping, and you keep flipping, you all kind of see the scene in front of you speed up. That it's almost like you're looking at something that was recorded.
Ah.
Can we identify any figures? The 3 tubes?
They're not actually figures. It's kind of a form. It's like, it looks like mercury, like that's outside of a thermometer, where it's kind of just like forming and then reforming, splitting and then bubbling and then reforming back.
Gotcha.
And as you flip to the back, you get to the back page, and there's just like kind of like a little PS, and it says, Perg, I always loved you. Hecto.
Repeat that one more time.
Erg, I always loved you.
Perg,
Hecto.
I always loved you. Hecto.
Oh, I hate everything.
And that's where we're ending the episode.